good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to the weekend. I hope it's a good one for you so far. Let's see what we got here. Today, I don't want to say I'm out of mount runs, but I am pretty much, unless we keep going in on Antorus, we're kind of out of mount runs. I think I'm going to try to, like, drag this character through Necrotic Wake. She's level 73 and she has lust, so she's got a chance. Welcome back to the weekend. Yeah, because it's not the weekend without me, right? You guys all have to wait until I get back on for the weekend to continue. Everybody has to wait. It's the rule. Good morning, my friends. Good morning. I thought about making tea, but I didn't. We'll see if I live to regret it or not. Glad you mentioned alt-raid lockouting yesterday. Got Gmod on your 4th alt. Ooh, nice. Minta, love that name. So cute for a priest. Yeah, it's the only name that I've held at this point that I'm not, like, willing to let go of, but I also haven't leveled a character named Minta yet. It was the name of my steward. My favorite and faithful and loyal steward in Shadowlands. And I couldn't believe I got it, but then, like, I haven't done anything with it yet. I did love Minta. She was just so cute. Also, did I know that this broom, like, has emissions? Is that... why have we not been talking about this? Love the time when you won the Leveling WoW variety show. Fun times. Perfect name for Legion Remix. Yeah, maybe I save it for Shadowlands Remix, huh? When do you think they're gonna do that one? Any minute now. Let's see, so we can vendor some stuff here. Yeah, I'm gonna drag her butt through Necrotic Wake, and then we have options. I have some options as to what I can do with my life at that point. We can talk about it. We'll take a look. It won't be as much fun as doing Sylvanas over and over again, but what are you gonna do? We got one more week of that next week. Necrotic Wake. Imagine if they did a new version of the Gilded Waiter. Yeah, it would be remixed though, so they wouldn't, like, make me walk through fire for it. Death Sight, thank you for the 13-month resub. Appreciate it very, very much. More 80s for more chances is definitely an option on the table. We have lots of leveling events right now. We have, I've got, like, these bottles of mysterious wisdom, plus we can get more. We have all kinds of stuff. Fortune wins, warband mentored leveling, that's like default. And I have, no shortage of 70s that could be leveled towards 80 for extra chances. I'm currently sitting at 10. The monk that I just finished leveling was 80 number 10, so we could try to work on more. It's just, it's very fast leveling, but it's still not as fast as I want it to be, I guess. I guess I'm just spoiled. Do I have... Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to grab, Enhanced Shaman Wowhead. I'm going to grab a single target talent build, just so I'm not using rando talents, because it may actually matter. I'm under-leveled for this. You can do this on, like, a mid-70, but it kind of sucks. Stormbringer. Single target. Okay. Import. And then the other thing I wanted to do was turn on, like, rotation highlight. Thanks for the add-on spotlight. Didn't know Toma Teleportation had that many setting options. They actually added some. Like, when I went to go look at that for the video, I was like, oh, some of these are new. Like, some of those had been added since the last time I'd even looked at it. They've done a good job with it. Yeah, assisted highlight. Okay, good. Oh, hello, kitty. Would you like to come up? I know I've been playing too much when I start having dreams about WoW. I wonder if people are starting to burn out or if we're still going strong over here. I've used Lust. I kind of expected it was gonna help me more with which buttons to press. I don't know what that one's all about. I don't know what these buttons do. I'm just gonna press lots of them. I think some of these are just totems. Burnout reel from a lot of guildies. Can't believe it's the last week. The upcoming one, yeah, isn't ideal before a new raid. Yeah. I don't know. I have very content type specific sort of burnout, so I feel like I could overdo mount runs, although I don't know if I could ever overdo mount runs. I think I could do them forever. But I could then turn to raiding and it would be like a different thing. It's like playing a different game to me. But I understand why some people might not want to look at their WoW icon on their desktop for a while. As long as you don't ascendance, everything's fine. I don't know what any of these buttons do. I really thought it was going to help me out a little bit more here. Oh no, I ascended. Hello. Switching Mog until Tuesday because I get skips on Tuesday. Fair, yeah. I was thinking about Mog farming today, and it sounds really fun, but I want to make sure I structure it in a way that's like, I don't know, slightly more fun to watch than just, there's Mog in here, I hope I get lots of it, you know? So I was thinking maybe like doing all the things random and having it pick like instance items, although I think it'll be maybe pretty easy to get it. To get just like a random instance item. But at least that gives you like a thing to chase, and then you can incidentally get lots of other Mog kind of along the way of doing that. So I might try that. If it's like a low level instance, I could be taking my speed druid through it. That could be kind of fun. But we could also just be like leveling new alts. Oh, that was a joke. Ascendance is your big damage. I just didn't know which one it was until the very end of that fight when I found it on my on key number 2. Oh, man. Level the warrior 70 to 71 for a chance at Marifang, and that's the character it dropped on. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's possible that Marifang drops on this one. That would be kind of cool. These are the 4 mounts that I don't have. I mean, we could try Urzel, I suppose. I could just sit and do Urzel all day. It gets slower once you get into the 70s, but the 70s can do it. It's not such a big deal. Feeling really productive in WoW. Got Overcharge done. Finished collecting all the drops and ensembles for Greedy Emissary. Did the mop starting zone. And finally killed Underpin. Pox upon his name. Get some bounty done too. Very nice. Very nice. Enhanced rotation wild if you don't know what's going on. Yeah, this is probably... I'm starting to think that I may not have a great chance at doing this next boss, which is kind of a tough one. I might 1-button rotation. I think that that's going to outperform what I'm doing right here. I thought I had highlights turned on. And I don't see them, so I don't think I'm doing it right. I think the mobs might be winning. I'll take a look at it after me and the skeleton fight to the death. I know where my kick button is. That's good. Alright. First of all, it is turned on. Do I not have, like, all of my buttons on my bar or something? That's Tempest. That seems important. Maybe I didn't have Flame Tongue on. That also seems important. Lightning Shield? Question mark? I don't know. Oh, no, these are all on my bars. Maybe we need the Dog Spirits. That might help. Oh, there's Wind Fury Weapon. That's probably also important. Just making sure that these are vaguely represented on my bars. We're also going to throw a single button on here somewhere just to have as like a backup here. Let's do that. Is PTR always overtuned? Usually, at least for raid testing. And sometimes for other things. They like to do it that way so that, because if content falls apart immediately, because often the people that are playing PTR tend to be people that are pretty experienced with the game anyway, it doesn't give them super useful info. They want to see how things actually work when you're fighting them for a while. Running Crucible Storm, only 2 bosses? Was it released on its own? Crucible of Storms was like a weird kind of stopgap raid. It was sort of between 2 tiers. They used to have a habit of doing like mini raids between raids sometimes, especially if they were going to make us wait a really long time for another proper tier. But yeah, it's only 2 bosses and they were like hard. They were really hard. Nope, lots of otter mounts, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. How many do we have? Oh, I don't have Mount Journal Enhanced on this character right now. Look at all of them. There's Tuskar. Tuskar is most of the Audix. This is the flight one. Maybe they made it steady flight only so that you could have a steady flight mount that you could use without toggling skywriting. Maybe that's why they did it that way. Okay. Doom Winds. Let's do Ascendance. And maybe the button that looks like a cyclone. That seems to be working. It seems to just want me to press that one button, so we'll just keep doing that. Oh, I didn't even lust. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I'm missing Otto. No, I think I have it. There he is. He just wasn't in that particular search because I'd searched for an Autuk, and his name is Otto. There he is. Glad Glad I could catch you today. Welcome, Alex. Yeah, lots of otter otters. Exactly.
Let us end this atrocity.
Yeah, he's cute. I like those. Do I wanna? I don't really wanna do it. Well, I could. I'd have to change my stream title if I was gonna just do. It would be nice to get the Urzel. It would be kind of cool to get it off the list. I don't really want to leave it until remix. Maybe I'll just do that all day after this. I just think that leveling a character, I mean, Mog runs would be fun too, but I think that leveling a character, while it will give me more chances at, you know, N'Zoth and Sylvanas, it's hard to see how 10 and like going from 10 ults to 11 ults is going to make a difference. I'm sure it could, but like, I guess I'm just feeling a little disheartened about it. And it's not something that you're going to do in like an hour. Like it still, even with all these buffs, it does still take some doing. I was doing it in time walking, and we have Legion time walking right now, which is not the fastest one. It's not the worst one, but it's not great. And then, yeah. Delves are not bad either. You can do like level 1 delves, and that'll get you decently far. What if that character is the one that drops the mount? It could be. That's the annoying thing, is it could be. Said that about the Abyss Worm, went to Tomb just for Mog, and it dropped. Windstrike until you have enough Maelstrom to Tempest, which is this one. And then these other buttons are just like for fun. That's the list of mounts that I've got so far in the event. I am currently a Dark Iron Dwarf. This is a... this character's in danger. This is an alt that I haven't played in a while. She's not fully leveled. She's Salty Crabby. She's got a little starfish in her face. Very much in mood. Yeah, Dark Iron Dwarf, because she's got Fireblood right there. That's the one. Recommend doing what the rotation thing tells you. How many else do I have? That's a great question. I don't know. I know I have 10 80s because we counted yesterday. 10 of them are at 80. I have a variety of characters at 70 and 2 that are between 70 and 80. I don't know how many 70s I have. Did a lot today. Crafting, leveling a 4th to S2. Vault of Incarnates, Guild Runner Heroic, finishing on PTR. Nice. You think Blizz's gonna make 1,000? Oh, I thought there was a new mount achievement coming, actually. I thought I saw like a glimpse of a Wowhead headline that said something to that effect. Because, I mean, if they're gonna give me a mount for having 1,000 mounts, I'll take it. I wouldn't say no. Purged a lot of alts a while ago. It was a couple of years ago. It was like expansions ago by now. Even if I restored them, they wouldn't be super relevant, I don't think.
Try not to damage those limbs whilst you tear them off.
We leveled a lot of them in Remix after that. 1,060 mounts, I am ready. They have to do 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200. I mean, why though? Like, it would be cool, but I don't think there's anything that says that they have to do them in 100 mount increments. They seem to be kind of arbitrary at this point. They also don't seem to get around to adding new collecting metas very often, and when they do, they try to like future-proof themselves. I remember when they did pet ones, they added pet achievements that were not possible to get because there weren't enough pets in the game yet at the time. Looking forward to Remix class order halls? No, not really. I'm not. I'll play Remix, and I'm excited about collecting and getting as much as I can out of it. But Legion itself and like artifacts and class order halls were not really my favorite thing. So I'm not super dying to be back. I'm not against it. It's just kind of a neutral thing to me. My main, maybe 1L per expansion. I definitely don't play most of them to any particular degree of skill. Or gear, for that matter. But I'm glad that I recently started getting a lot of them into at least catch-up gear, because that's helped me out quite a bit when it comes to this. Got the Jailer mount. Very happy since I could only really farm it on 2 characters. Congratulations. That's Wonderful. He's lucky.
I must preserve your parts for later.
Alright, we're gonna, when he comes down, Tempest or Ascendance and Lust.
I'm the one
And
who
maybe
made
dogs.
you.
And then just a lot of this. I think before maybe I didn't have Wind Fury weapon on and it might have been important. Because this seems to be working fine. Morning, Hazel. Good morning, Pet Peppy. How you doing?
Was yet
Game is 20 years old. A lot of people are at 1,200 mounts. I don't know, man. Every time I mention that I'm at 1,000, people are pretty impressed. I don't think lots of people are at 1,200. I mean, relative to the wider population of the game. Maybe a lot of people in that if you put them in a room, you would have to buy more than one bag of hot dogs to feed everybody, but like... I don't know. I don't think, like... It's like most WoW players or anything.
Bastion shall be laid to waste.
How many people do you need to carry trays to have sandwiches for all those people? It does not reset your... I keep forgetting that it does not reset your lust in dungeons. I guess it's good that I didn't lust bone, whatever, blight bone. Did someone say sandwiches? I don't think the meaner median is in the 500 to 800 range. I think you guys are you guys are living in your collector bubble, talking to other collectors, forgetting how the normal people live. Where's my mount? Excuse me. That was attempt 67 for Marrowfang's reigns. Some amount of those being before the event, but still, come on. Help me out. I'm not hungry, you're hungry. Is it lunchtime for a day? $419 people in the world have 1,200 or more mounts. I love how you guys are really fast to get on the data. It's like, hang on a second, we're fact checking this. Got the Alakir mount yesterday, proving my point that my mount luck correlates to times after your stream ends. Only 4 mounts left. Nice. It is. I must wait longer. Commuting home.
I have an extended supply of goods.
Gonna
for
vendor
our
some
pack.
stuff. I guess I should change my title because it looks like I am doing Mountains after all. Okay.
My thanks for your patronage.
If nothing else, we can do... Where did we leave off? Is a question. Where did we leave off for Argus? I know I was doing my hunters yesterday, but I don't remember how many of them I got through. So I think I'm going to check on this one, and I'll just log down the list to see who's locked out to Mythic in Taurus. Nice if collectors had a 0.1% thing to get, like PvPers in Mythic Plus. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, at first I was like, that'd be cool. Maybe I could get it. And then I thought, the whole thing about collecting is the idea that it feels possible to excel in regardless of what the rest of the population is doing. And amount that by design only 0.1% of collectors could collect would be real ugly for the community, I don't think. I think it's kind of against the spirit of it. I think it's fun when mount collecting's a little competitive, but I don't think it's supposed to be that exclusionary. Or at least it doesn't feel like it's a natural fit for that kind of a mechanic. What am I doing? I'm checking my lockout, that's what I'm doing. Alright, this character has killed everything, so she's no good. She's done. You talked me out of it. Favorite class and why is it Hunter? Hunters are my easiest alt to make. I know I'll always enjoy another Hunter. My main is Priest, but I don't feel a need to have like 30 of them the same way I do with Hunters. But this is my favorite class. This is what I main. But Hunters are just easy and fun to play on alts. They don't take a whole lot of setting up. I always kind of know how to play them. I like picking out pets for different ones. Usually fine with 2 priests. Yeah, nowadays though, what did they change? I don't feel as incentivized to have copies of priests as I used to. In Shadowlands, I wanted multiple priests for different covenants. And in Dragonflight, I had at least a second priest that could be Horde, although I don't remember why I wanted her to be Horde. I think I wanted a Shadow Priest and then a Holy Priest, but now I'm just happy to do them all in all. I never got the Evoker Legendary Weapon. Never, and I never will. Excessive amount of shamans despite rarely playing a shaman. Yeah, sometimes the class just like vibes with you as an alt, I feel like. Let's clean up the bagaroonies a little bit. I did see that meme actually. That did manage to cross my radar. Kind of funny. I mean, not for like their families, but just the just the moment of it. Wish druids vibed with me more. Druids tend to bother me because they have so many things they can do that I get a little stressed that I'm not really using them to their full potential. Which is funny because no other classes bother me like that, and I'm not using them to their full potential. Call me weird? I don't have duplicates of any class at max level. Never did. I don't think you're weird. I think we're a little bit weird. I get flack occasionally because I have a lot of duplicates of classes, but I don't have every class leveled. There's a lot of people that would never consider leveling a dupe until they had one of everything. And I've never felt that way, but I'm pretty sure I'm the strange one in that situation. What are we doing? We're checking lockouts. Alright, this character can do Urzel. Off we go. Maybe clean up the bags a tiny bit. Get rid of a couple things here. Lots of gold on all these characters. I haven't dumped any of it in the Warbank yet. Or at least not much of it. Imagine not having a max level of your main in every race. Part of me wants a hunter of every race, but then I feel like there's some races where I would be like, what's the point? I have this already. I did not see the mascots of the baseball team reenacting it, no. Did you see that he lost his job? I did not. Oh, man. Happy Sunday, Hazel. Which mount are we farming now? I'm trying for Shackled Urzel, because it's kind of the last thing that I can really grind for that I have lockouts left for. Plenty of warriors and druids, no max level priests or rogues. Druids a pain to set up too. So many forms. Yeah, like lots of bars. My druids tend to end up feeling kind of messy unless I've really spent some time sorting them out. But I like making my hunters kind of feel a little bit different from each other in terms of like Mog and pets. I'm glad that I leveled this one up. This one was 70 until recently when I got her leveled for the event. And I've been having fun. I forgot that human's kind of fun sometimes. Apparently workplace affairs, grounds for firings. Yeah, I guess because they both worked there. Normally, I'm not really a fan of people losing their jobs for like, I don't know, like personal drama unless they like killed somebody. Like as long as it's not like a crime, I'm usually kind of like, well, this person sucks, but like they shouldn't be fired. But yeah, I guess if they both worked there, that's kind of a problem. Hunters and druid alts can feel the most unique just from different animals and forms. Changes things if it's the CEO.
The demon lurks just ahead. Bring it down.
Head of HR being involved, yeah. We're heading this way. I have no plans to play Mob Classic. Love this mount. Yeah, I was so excited to get it. This is the first mount that dropped for me during the event. And it took like a week to drop. Why do I feel like the screen cap of the two of them at the concert is going to be on like every like yearly pop culture recap anytime anyone talks about 2025? Like it's the most viral thing I've seen all year. I don't have plans to play Mob Classic anymore. I mean, technically, if we're going to be real pedantic about it, I played Cata Classic to get my Shout House Age Serpent. Mob Classic was not out yet. I was on the Cata Classic client. Never have to play Mob Classic. Someone stole my scooter helmet? Oh yeah, I remember that. You were talking about that. Oh. That's a bummer. Can't wait until Halloween costume time. Oh man, I'm not ready for pumpkin season yet. It said Mob Classic on the login screen, but it said Cata Classic on the launcher. Mob Classic was still in PTR. It wasn't released yet.
Secure this position.
Stop, it's summer. Sorry, it's not even August yet. It's not even August yet. You're fine. I'm just getting ahead of myself.
But we cannot hold out long. You must disable their defenses. We will not fail you, Prophet. Champions, we'll keep these winged beasts occupied.
I've been
while
eating the
you
garlic I
clear a
grew
path.
on my balcony. It's been pretty good. Had some garlic toast.
Enemy contact. Deploying arsenal.
Did you get a lot? Not compared to people that have more experience in growing it and or larger gardens. But more than a decent amount, I thought. I was impressed. I thought it was pretty good for my first time. They're not super big. They're definitely a little runty, kind of squidgy little heads of garlic. But they did get big enough to become heads of garlic and not just individual cloves of garlic. I discovered when they're really runty, they don't even separate into cloves. It's just kind of like one little bulb. And I did get some actual... They're babies, but they're heads of garlic. Yeah, it's pretty good. It tastes different, which is kind of what I wanted. I grew roughneck garlic? Hardneck garlic? I forget what it's called. It's easier to grow in colder climates. And I started it last fall. So it spent the winter in pots outside of my balcony. And it was pretty good. It's not the kind of garlic you're normally buying in a store, so I was excited to try something different. Yeah, real head, not shrunken head, exactly. Am I 100% of the Dragonflight mounts? Oh, I doubt it. Dragonflight wasn't long ago enough. I don't think I did very well in Dragonflight at all, actually. I didn't even try for some things, like Breezebiter. Other things that I did try for, like Karakta, just weren't happening. No, I don't think I did very well. I think I have some. Friend gave me a gift of 6 different kinds she grew years ago. It was amazing. Breezebiter, pain to farm. Yeah, I kept saying I was going to do it later, and I guess that still technically could be true, but I'm pretty sure I'm just procrastinating that one forever. Needs to fix mid-fight zone phasing. That's right, I need to remember to kill this guy. I think this is my last AD to run this raid on, and then I'm going to have to do it on 70s, which is possible, but slower for sure. Have to fight things for a little bit longer. I never thought 1080s wouldn't be enough. I kind of figured that was going to be good enough, and then I didn't account for my luck. I'm worried about this one. I guess I'm not worried. If I don't get it, then I don't get it, but all we can really do is try our best. It's just, we're only going to have 10 more chances next week, and it either drops or it doesn't. I need to prepare for the possibility that I may not get all of these, which is not something I, like, early in the event, when I was, like, kind of gearing up for it, I was like, you know what? It's going to be a shame if I get all of these too early. Like, I was worried about running out of mounts to farm and then not having enough content for the rest of July. I was not worried about running out of lockouts and not getting, like, multiple mounts to drop. Need to do Breezebiter? Thought it was broken because of the digs? Yeah, it runs through, the event runs through the 29th, so next week is the last week. Like, the event Collector's Bounty ends 8 a.m. on the Tuesday, so pretty much with reset. So we only have one more week here. Had that problem that I started doing island expeditions instead, because why not? No, I know, right? I'm not ready to move on. I'm having too much fun doing this. I hope they do it again one day. I'll be extra prepared next time. I hope they do it again at the end of midnight and that they include Dragonflight mounts at that point. That would be great. Yeah, I could do different collecting, but this is special event buffed collecting when everybody else is also collecting. It's fun. There's like community spirit around it. It's like playing hardcore during hardcore launch versus playing hardcore on a random January when nobody else is online and there's nobody in Deathlock. Alright, come on, Argus. Help me out. You can do it.
Let the fury of the sea wash away this corruption.
I would be farming a Mirdrasil like crazy. All of Dragonflight except Karakta. I would also accept a separate mount farming event where they buff the drop rate and the spawn time of outdoor mount dropping rares. I would be very happy about that. That instance is in Taurus. 3rd rate of Legion. Out in Argus. We're heading back. We're gonna do more characters.
Return and peruse my
Great for Blizz, you get a bunch of people to resub when they normally wouldn't. And you get them addicted to gambling right before the patch. Oh no, I do have another 80, that's right. Unless she did it already. Can't remember. Take a look at it. Hard to get WoD rare mounts. Cannot for the life of me try to get any of those. I just need something in the universe to help me with Rustfeather, because Rustfeather was not helping me out. It was not going well. Refuse to farm something like Time Lost. That add-on that is modifying my quest text window is called Dialogue UI. Dialogue UI. Oh no, we could go do the Ursul. Alright, off and away. Yeah, Rustfeather spawns a lot, but he dies so fast that you have to be kind of like there waiting for his entire spawn window and paying enough attention that you don't miss him when he spawns. And then you have to get lucky enough to get the actual drop. Like, I just don't have it in me. I would rather do, like, spam a mount run that takes me 30 minutes to clear an instance, cough Nyalotha, than stand around and wait for 30 minutes trying to just not stop paying attention so that I don't miss a spawn. Like, I would much rather have something to do. Because with the problem with Rustfeather is I get bored and then I, like, stop paying attention and then I miss it and then I wasted my half an hour. It's brutal. Also, his drop rate sucks.
See you around.
Did Molly Wobble wobble the Molly on the Molly Wobble? Shutterwalk, probably. You had it in you for like 3 days a few years back and then realized it's bad content. I just hated the sitting and waiting. I'll do a lot of things before I'll just sit and wait. That's why you join a 5-man group. And what, wait with them? AFK and loot them. Oh, I see. I don't know. I don't like working with other people. Or like piggybacking off of strangers. I don't want to mooch. I don't want to be a mooch. I don't mind people mooching on me, but I don't want to mooch on people. My worst regrets to not farm is Soundless. I mean, it was bad then. I don't know if there was ever a good time to do them. Want to be done with the mounts I can get in all levels of the raid versus getting 1 mythic. Running a raid 4 times in 1 tune. Yeah. Yeah, I am glad that those ones dropped for me. Soundless gets 1 shot now. Oh. That's a good point. Hadn't thought of that. I think I'll wait for BFA Remix. Yeah, I like instance mounts better than rare farm world mounts because there's no one else to interfere with you. Like, you can just kind of do your own thing at your own pace and you only really have yourself to credit or blame for any of it. Just cleaner. Soundless gets melted. Ooh. That's annoying. Peppy, I'm not giving you clues. It's not a challenge.
A demon lurks just ahead. Bring it down in the name.
I'll never have more than 1 account. Yeah, I had I made like a starter account. What was it? It was for trial. It was a trial account for Mop Remix, like trial account twinking or something. I was trying it out because I was thinking about making a video about it, but then I was kind of debating if it was too cheesy or not. Because I know there was some controversy over people feeling like other people twinking was kind of ruining their experience. So I didn't know if I wanted to be part of the problem. Trial accounts are free and work. Naruto fanfic. A million years ago. A million years ago. Pet drop will be the next big thing. The pet drop. Am I on Mythic? Yeah. I think the main reason I want this to drop its mount for me is just so I can save some bronze in Remix, make my collector's bounty list shorter, and also I guess just ride it around a little bit. It's not exactly like important that it dropped for me at this point compared to other mounts on the list, but
The Vindicar will
it would be
draw
kind of
all
fun.
the fire we can, Thorarion. But we
Did you watch
cannot
all of it?
hold out
Naruto?
long.
No.
You must
They kept
disable
making
the
it for kind of an
defenses.
excessive amount of
We will
time.
not fail you, Prophet.
I was
We'll
like
keep these
12, I
winged
think, when I was
beasts
super into
occupied
it.
while you clear a path.
Maybe 12 through 14. So anything that they made after that point, I wouldn't have seen, really. Remix is why I'm saving Legion for last. I didn't really think it was going to come to this. I kind of thought I was going to either get other stuff or, like, not run out of lockouts. I didn't think I was going to be able to get through that many Nylothus, but I guess I did. Making me feel horrible old again. Nah. No. No.
Enemy contact. Deploy Narzamu.
We're all good.
We're gaining ground. Press the attack.
I tried to rewatch it out of nostalgia.
Champion.
Once as an adult, and I made it through like the first episode, and it was nostalgic, but also I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't handle it. I turned it off. They are doing Legion remix. Yeah, it's gonna be happening sometime in the winter.
Our forces are moving towards Legion High Command. Buy us all the time you can, Valeria.
Incoming Legion ships! Take cover!
I wonder if I do get to farming transmog, if I'm just gonna pick like one of my hunters or something and do newer raids. If I do Shadowlands raids, I'll make more gold. I do have a dog. I do. His name's Moose. He's sleeping in my living room right now. Sometimes he'll come by and I have a webcam on a pet bed, but if he's not in it, then nothing doing. No original Mage Tower skins from Remix. They got ahead of that and confirmed they're not doing that. That's kind of how I felt about Fairy Tail. I tried to rewatch Magic School Bus once as like an adult because I remember really loving it as a kid, and I'm like, well, this will be fun just for like a cartoon to put on, and then I'm like, oh no, it is. my brain is made out of different stuff now. I can't anymore. It was cute then, and I'm glad I watched it, but I'm good now. Handsomest boy. Moose has a whole fan club without even knowing it. He's very handsome. He's very sweet. He stopped us to say hi to 3 different people that he, to varying degrees, knows. But he's funny when he wants to visit with people because like he'll like stare them down and like kind of make them come over to see him, or he'll drag me over to the person to be like, oh hey, hi, I know you. But he doesn't really want you to pet him, or he doesn't want to get pet. He just wants to like jump around and like party and also sniff people. But he's clearly like super stoked to see you, but then somebody will go to pet him and he'll just duck. Pachanga's 5, thank you for the 2-month resub for Moose.
The heart of Antoris lies before us.
He's real sweet.
Power behind the Legion.
One of the neighbor kids really likes him, and Moose really likes the kid. But all Moose wants to do is jump around and play, and all this kid wants to do is pet him.
It's nearly overwhelming.
And it's like a pretty brave kid, and I know their parents and everything, so like and I know Moose is cool, so the kid will eventually try to like tackle Moose, and Moose is just kind of jumping around. Playing and having a good time, but sometimes I can kind of get him to stay still long enough for the kid to get a hug in, because that's all he wants to do. Why are they bringing back the OTC event? Beats me. I guess they wanted to throw people a bone after the whole Mage Tower thing. I don't know. I want to be pet with your eyes. Yeah. He really wants to sniff people. He wants to know everything about people. He wants to smell what they smell like. He wants to smell their pants and their shoes. And then I guess catalog that information for the future. He's very, very motivated to do that. One moose, many moose eye? Mr. Moose. As long as he didn't want to eat him. He has yet to attempt to eat anybody.
Sargeras will have the power he needs to claim the final Titan.
I was looking at puppy pictures last night. I mean, I'm always looking at puppy pictures. My dog's not even that old, and I'm still like looking back on like his baby pictures, being like, "Do you remember when he was small?"
Who could ever imagine such a sacrifice?
16 and 98 mounts in BFA. Oh. You wanna see a picture? It's not a puppy picture, it's like more of a grown-up picture. He's this is my baby. This is what we do on the couch on like my day off mornings. Is I'll have like my coffee or my breakfast and then like maybe a game of Hearthstone on the TV with like a wireless mouse and keyboard, and he's just a sleepy bear. He's so soft. He's so soft and special. He's I've got some good ones. He's real snuggly. Oh yeah. Every time I see this one, I just hear the Toy Story song of "You've Got a Friend in Moose." This was a while ago. My hair was a lot shorter. Isn't he so sweet? He's just such a nice boy. He's just a good guy. All right. Oh, I typed a lot of W's into my chat. That's fine. There's nobody in the instance to hear me W.
May be too late to stop him.
The fact that the Stratholme mount eludes me after 20 years is the thing that keeps me playing. It finally drops and you just dissolve into pixels, released into the atmosphere. Come on, Argus. I'm gonna A&R trinket. Drumroll? No. Hands okay. We try again. I was gonna show you. I've got a video of Moose and Kira together, but it's got my husband in it and I haven't shown him to you yet. It's not that I never will, but I don't know. Save it for a sub goal or something one day. Okay, yeah, these two can do Antaurus next. $5,000 sub goal. Oh man. I don't know. You charge that much money and then people start feeling like if they don't like him, they can just request changes. Husband must remain a mystery, picturing a Paul Bunyan type man with a biker beard. Yeah, it's possible that people will have like an image in their heads and it's possible that it won't match, but I like him, no tradesies. I'm gaping him. What are we doing? We're going to Antaurus. I think I've shown this one before, but this picture was my phone wallpaper for a while, just because it's just very funny to me. He was just like so tired, like he wasn't even awake, like his eyes aren't even open. He's just like, what? What do you want? The oldest puppy ever. Me every morning. He's just very relatable. He's got great expressions. This is Moose for "What are you doing? And is it about to involve me?" This ear means that he's listening to see whether or not there's going to be some amount of like going on. This ear indicates that he's tired. They fold over like that when he's really sleepy, and then this is just like the Moose side eye. Yo, got any games in your phone? Look. Christy B, thank you for the 17-month resub. You have a crypto talk with the ears. Love it when my cat does it. He's real cute. He's lucky he's cute because he causes scenes on occasion. This morning I had stopped at like a little library to put a book in, and I was holding his leash and I'd kind of forgotten, and I was putting a book in, and he just decided that he wanted to leave, and he just like walks away and like wraps his leash around me and almost knocks me over because he just decided he was done standing. And it's not like think I ever trained him like to do or not do that, but it was just I guess it didn't occur to me that he wouldn't. I don't know. He wasn't thinking. He'd just woken up too. I think there's a litter box situation. One sec. Here we go. Okay, we're back. Convinced you've trained Kira to do this while you stream. Yeah, it does feel intentional. It does feel a little intentional. That's alright. I'm happy she's using her box. She had a sort of an accident. She had like a half accident the other day, and I was a bit worried. Crank that soldier boy. But I think it was maybe just I had just refreshed her litter, and I think she was just a bit confused because it was a bit different. Cycling with a wee Shetland sheepdog in their backpack, and I had the dangerous thought, what if that could also be me one day? Oh, that's how it starts. I love Shelties. They're so cute. Gosh, we ran into like a Aussie Corgi mix or something. It was like a puppy. It was very cute. I had to tell the person, I was like, you hear this all the time, I'm sure, but your dog is very cute. as I was trying to like get Moose by, because the dogs wanted to stop and party, and it was not a good place for them to stop and party. I might be doomed. I love that when you like just know in your heart, like, oh no, this is how it begins. Although I never really fought that hard, because my life is very conducive to adding pets to it, because I'm a huge homebody and all I want to do is like snuggle animals and not go out or travel at all. I'm not like that person who's gonna miss the spontaneous vacations or anything. But other people are, so it's more of a choice for some people. I know my mom loves dogs, but she also likes picking up and taking like weekend trips and house sitting and like spending a week here and a week there, and it's a lot harder to do that when you have like animals with a routine. Give myself a 5-year window. Not ready for it yet. Just know that as soon as you start like scrolling dog listings, especially like shelter pages, your time is numbered, because eventually you will see a dog and you'll be like, nope, that's the one. I need to try for this one. Ran many in Tauros yesterday and today. Currently level up some extra hunters. Nice. Am I on? No, I'm on Heroic. Turn around. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Disable the defenses. We will not fail you, Prophet. Champions.
Man, we spent so much time in dog jail before we got a dog. And by dog jail, I mean stuck on the couch with the laptop, scrolling through various rescues and everything, looking at all the dog profiles. Just endless obsessing over, what about this one?
We breached the wall. Light forged.
Current apartment, while comfortable for me, isn't ideal for a dog either. That's a variable. You remember when I said I wouldn't get a dog until I bought a house? Remember that? Stuff happens. When you become a rescue foster parent for dogs, that's when you know it's over. Yeah, I didn't let myself go to the shelter to look at any dogs. I never did, actually. Like, I didn't go to the shelter until I had an appointment to pick up Moose. Like, I dealt with them online and over the phone. I never actually, like, went in person, because I knew that there was not a world in which I walk into a shelter and I don't walk out with somebody. How's your home buying journey going? It's going. We're just trying to stay positive and be happy right now. Getting a dog forced to reveal. That's right, because I had the partner ahead of time, but I realized that I was gonna... People are gonna be like, wait, why are you not with your puppy? How come you're streaming when you have this baby puppy? And I was like, ah, someone's with him. You've never met him, don't worry about it. I'm not allowed to look at cats. I'm not allowed to look at cats. I'm not allowed to look at kittens. Especially not in person, but just in general. Husband always walks by the TV, asks, "Where's Hazel's sleepy dog?" Wear him out, all the exercise. We try anyway. He's a really good boy. He's very patient about waiting for walk time. Like, he knows when it is and isn't time to party. He just concentrates all of his energy up so that he can let it out in one enormous burst whenever we go out. People that we meet on walks think that he's never been exercised in his life because he's bouncing off the walls. He's doing backflips on his leash.
Incoming Legion ships! Take cover!
This is wise, because I could see you ending up with many cats. Oh man. I wonder if I do get a house, if it'll be dangerous, that I won't have like a property management code or landlord or pet rent or anything telling me how many pets I can have. Like, there's bylaws that tell you how many pets you can have. But I feel like it's a lot easier to... it's a lot easier when... Oh, I need to... Can I skip dogs? Oh my god, I can skip the dogs. What have I been killing the dogs for this whole time? I thought I had to kill the dogs to open the portal.
The heart of Antoris lies before us. The power behind the
That's great. Shepard, 12 years old, still goes nuts for walk time. That's what I've been wondering. Vendergold, yeah, I guess so. I thought I had to kill them. That's news to me. This is great. Good news, everyone. That you got the dog call on stream, one of the best things on the internet. We have it saved as like a highlight somewhere, right? I saved the VOD somewhere, I hope. I just remember talking to them on the phone and they're like, "Are you still interested?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, when is a convenient time for you to arrange to come get him?" And I said, "Anytime." I will cancel anything. Puppy, 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 puppy. My city has a law of 3 and I keep telling my wife they won't know. Pretty sure there's a VOD record of it. No more good news, everyone. Right up there with the time that Cookie Monster did an AMA on Reddit. Did somebody ask him about vegetables? Yeah, my partner and I would do the puppy, puppy, puppy thing together. We would there was like a dance and a chant, and it was kind of like we were trying to summon one.
sacred to the Legion.
Puppy, puppy, puppy,
Demons
puppy,
would
puppy.
pluck
We would
out
do it
their
together.
eyes sooner than gaze upon them.
As a child, my parents hid the existence of our second cat from the landlord, so we didn't have to pay an extra fee for having multiple pets. That was the 24 hours before Moose. Well, we found out that I was going to be able to get him, and I was going to be able to pick him up the following day, so I had not even 24 hours. I had like 12 hours, 18 hours in which to get all of the supplies, basically, because I hadn't let myself shop for a dog until I knew I was getting one, and then I had like a day, so I was like, okay. It was a Sunday, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, all right, I'm going shopping. We're going to Canadian Tire, and we're gonna get one of everything. Have you tried a house dance? Maybe that's what we need. Took my apartment place a year to find out I had a dog. There was a break-in. They looked at the cameras. Oh no. You guys are braver than I am. I could never lie. It would stress me out every day. I would be like, I'm harboring a fugitive. I would be stressed every single day. Getting a dog, I gotta go get stuff. See ya. I had no idea what I needed either. It's hard when you don't have the dog yet to know what they need. Like, I bought him like a bowl and a bed that were way too small for him because I'd never seen him with like a banana for scale or anything. So I was like, oh, he's a puppy. He might get big, he might not, we don't know. But he's probably small now because he's a puppy. And then I go get the dog and he's like, like he was a big puppy already. And he pretty much doubled in size in the first month. So like his bed was immediately a chair. We had to like, I think we like Uber Eats delivered a bed. It was weird. It was like we door dashed a bed from like a pet store that was bigger just so that it could come like the same day. How much did he weigh? I don't remember. He was 3 months old. I know he was 3 months old, and we didn't believe them. We thought that they had it wrong because he was so big. We thought he had to be at least 4 months old, but he was 12 weeks old when we brought him home, and he was he like 25 pounds? I forget. Stressed me out. I was good friends with the manager because she was nice. Large boy. Oh, I have to do damage. Where's that button? I might have to do faces here. Come on, Argus. One mount, please. No. Yeah, no, I should just one button on all these ults. Had to be one of the DoorDash drivers' more interesting deliveries. It was cute. He like got a look at the puppy as he was like bringing the bed to the door, and he was like, "Oh, it's for your dog," because he had like a really strong accent. and the way he said it was just really charming. Nice bed. Nice bed for your dog. Thanks. I remember it took, when we first brought him home, it took so long for him to finally pee. Like, we wanted him to go to the bathroom. We wanted to show him where and how. And, like, he was confused and he was overwhelmed and he didn't know where he was. It took him forever to settle down to go to sleep, and it took him forever to go to the bathroom because, like, he didn't know where anything was yet. And I remember that first day was like, oh my gosh. How do we we ended up spending, like, I feel like an hour outside on the sidewalk in the city, meeting everybody, of course, because you're not going to stand on the road with a puppy in the city and not have everybody meet your puppy, which is great. It's good socialization for your dog. It'll help your dog not be scared of people, but it's when you're just waiting for your dog to pee and you're just, like, in your pajamas with, like, your frizzy hair, just wanting to go inside and not have anyone look at you. Just like, come on, bud, do your business. But, you know, he's a baby. He doesn't know what you're talking about. How many runs am I on? 30-something? I think 30-something. Ugh. Speaking of dollar on Hearthstones, this character's got to set hers up, I suppose. Let's, do this. Hi, everyone. Hello, how you doing? Dog owners extroverts. If you weren't an extrovert when you got your dog, they're gonna work on it. Or at least some dogs will, anyways. My last dog that I had with a previous partner was very aloof, very antisocial. Didn't hate people, but certainly was not going to introduce you to them. Like, people would introduce themselves to you because they wanted to know more about the dog. Because he was a Klekai, so he was pretty unique looking. But Joker was not going to stop people in the street. That was not happening. I was able to just kind of headphones in, go for walks, never talk to anybody with that dog. Moose will just look at somebody and be like, you look like you want to meet Moose. Got both bindings in one run yesterday. Got the first. I said, let's get us another binding. All right. I said I was going to Stormwind. That's right. And we need Parvo Outbreak. Moose friend. He finally got to meet this one person that always, like, waves at Moose from their porch. He's usually just, like, smoking on his porch, and Moose always, like, stops to, like, look at him. But we finally caught him going to his car today, and Moose was like, I get to finally see you! It's very cute. Any more of those bugs with the pinchy pinchies? I mean, they're around. I try not to I mean, I haven't seen any more on my toothbrush lately, but they're around. Oh, I had to shake one off of my towel. That was upsetting. We have earwigs and we have silverfish. I don't love them, but they're not dangerous anyway. What am I doing? I'm going to my mission table board. That's right. Dog a bit wary of strangers, interpreted as decorum. Nobody patted our heads right after meeting us, so he didn't allow it either. Could be worse. Could be coconut crabs, right? Silverfish, so annoying. Yeah. I'm just glad that I'm not likely to meet a lot of dangerous bugs, especially if I keep things vaguely half clean or dry. It's hard, though. I feel like no matter how dry you keep your bathroom, there's still going to be, like, silverfish in there. I've had them in every place I've ever lived. Friendly with every stranger except for kids. They terrify her for some reason. A lot of dogs aren't super comfy with kids because kids are so unpredictable compared to adults. They're more likely to make, like, sudden movements and noises, and a lot of dogs just don't like that they don't know what they're gonna do. Moose loves kids, but that's because he thinks they're fun. Moose wants to party. Moose wants to meet your baby. Moose wants to meet your toddler. Moose wants to meet your child. Moose is not sure about teenagers, but that's just because teenagers are, like, too cool for him. There's, like, an age of kid where most of them will, like, pretend that they don't think the dog's cute and they'll just walk by him, so Moose doesn't usually mess with that. I would love to meet Moose. My pitbull loves kids weird around adults. I was lucky in that when I first brought Moose home as a puppy, I had a few different people in my life, like neighbors and family, that had babies and toddlers. And they were like, oh, should they meet? Like, people just like offering up their infants, Lion King style, for my dog to be exposed to, which I thought was very sweet and very brave and trusting. Obviously we did it with like leashes and care and supervision and everything, but I think that helped a lot, him meeting a lot of young kids when he was a baby too, and now he's great. He's a little too rambunctious for my nephew's taste. My nephew likes to get up on furniture so he doesn't get puppy kisses, but that's all he's really in danger of. Moose just wants to run up to him and lick him on the face a bunch. I do have Gmod. I got it during this event.
A demon lurks just ahead. Bring it down.
It was very
In the name
exciting.
of Azeroth.
Moose is pretty patient with kids too. They can like pet him the wrong way and pull on his fur, and he's just kind of like, "Hi, you're cute." He like can tell that they're young somehow. I'm taking him to meet my very elderly grandparents soon, and I'm kind of nervous about that, but I'm just kind of trusting that Moose will understand that they are elderly and a bit fragile. And if not, I have like a harness on him, I can grab him, but I don't think he's gonna knock anybody over. He's 2, he's not like 1 anymore. Got invincible just now, congrats! Also, everybody says that they insist that they love dogs and they want to meet him, so I think it'll be okay. Congrats on your invincible. Got me looking at adoption pages for puppies. That's how it starts. I have run to this instance so many times, and I'm still occasionally a little lost. Don't mind me. Being free of ICC is a special and wonderful feeling. It's a beautiful moment in anybody's life.
We breached the wall. Light forged. Secure this position. The Vindicar will draw all the fire we can to
How come this hasn't dropped yet?
cannot hold out
They said
long.
they buffed it.
You must
Where is
disable their defenses. We will not
Where
fail
is
you,
it?
Prophet.
I did a bunch of chances in the first week too.
We'll keep these winged beasts occupied while you clear a path.
Feel your pain. I don't know if any of them... I guess, you know what? I got Salia's mount from Tazavesh without too many attempts needed. That was the one I got kind of lucky on. We got that one yesterday, and we tried maybe, like, what, 5 times? So that was probably where all my good luck went. Aww. Scared of everyone but me, and everyone's like, he will love me, I promise. Yeah. Poor baby. I'm glad he has you.
Enemy contact. Deploying arsenal.
Got a mount for Celia during Shadowlands, but got the hard mode version with my best mate a couple months ago. Nice.
Light forged. Fall back.
Oh, that's right there. It's Monsieur. I guess this run's gonna be faster than ever because I just realized now I don't have to do dogs. I don't know why I thought I did, but I'm glad that I know now. Oh no, we're not done yet. There's more.
Apocalypse drive.
Speaking of dogs.
Engaged. Systems repowered. Core. Rupturing.
Terralion, I've started my
There's a
assault
new
on the
round of
northern
Goblin
front.
World quests. At some
I'll
point,
keep
maybe
their
I should
forces
take a break and do
occupied so
those.
you can hit the priority targets.
I'd love to get
Our
actually
forces
like
are
a
moving
Paragon
towards
cache
Legion High Command.
for my first Goblin rep, just to see if I get lucky and I get a mount out of my first Paragon cache. I would even consider donating some Chetless towards the cause if it came to it, to get like 1 Paragon cache this week. You know what happened off stream actually? I opened some box or another, some kind of a reputation cache. And I got 2 miscellaneous Mechanica in it, and the same one. And I don't know if that was insanely lucky, or if they tweaked the drop rate up, or if it was always just the drop rate was heavily sort of like weighted towards caches and not direct drops. I don't know how many Mechanica I'm on now, but it's definitely more. I've had a couple of drops recently, just kind of randomly while I've been in Undermine or like doing regular weeklies.
The Legion's ranks are crumbling, but they still outnumber us. My forces will keep them engaged here.
Some take 1 to 10, some take 30 plus. I feel like most of mine have been 30 plus. Gmod was. Sarah the Overseer was. Vengeance has been, and Nyloth Allseer has been. This one certainly has been. Marrowfang has been. I guess the ones that I got faster are the ones that I'm already done with. Yeah, I have the skip. Yeah, it's just luck. It happens. Random chance is random chance. Maybe we're about to get this one. I have a lot of 70s and all days, so we can really put some work into this one. This one might happen today. Everything's been 30 plus for me too, not alone. I can't complain too much. I did get Celia's mount pretty fast. That one came through for me.
I've endured far worse.
I tire of that worm's babbling. Let me
We rented a house in a hobby farm once, had 2 dogs. Dad brought home 10 bobtail lizards, put them in a bathtub, and then the dogs barked. I'm not sure if I know what a bobtail lizard is. I'm assuming like an Aussie thing. I'm Googling it. I want to know. Ooh. Oh. Looks like a dragon.
This may be the one place in the universe.
One of the places that I toured, one of the houses that I
would pluck out their eyes.
that I did a showing of, or I went to a showing of, had snakes,
Who could
big
ever
tanks of
imagine
snakes
such
in
a
it.
sacrifice?
So that was kind of cool. Celia makes me sad with the damage reduction phase. You gotta bring a monk. I leveled a monk just to bring a monk. Not once have I had to do the damage reduction phase properly. I just touch a death it every time. It was amazing. Yeah, I don't think I would be here bothering with this if I didn't have the skip. If I had to do ENR, I would have been probably given up.
Tesserakt's power is unleashed.
Got both the Nyloth Man and the Sylvanas Man of the same character 1 hour between both drops. Holy. Yeah, I gotta not lose hope. I've got a whole nother week. We're not done yet. We got 1 more week of mount rounds after this.
Will consume you.
No, I'm on a 73 character. My 80s can pop him before the bubble, but my 70s are gonna have to do the phases.
Your modicum of
The dream is just to kill him before he starts knocking anybody back. Otherwise, I might start wiping. Good luck on the map. Thank you. Got the Allseer with my second to last tune of the week. Nice. Yeah, if you get the skip on 1 tune, it then becomes account wide.
Our victories mean. All right, everybody.
Have to do entire entours for the mount chance. Always just went for the Jarhound. Never bothered with the skip until now.
The master demands your doom. Let the fury of the sea wash away this corruption.
Come on, Argus. Come on, Argus. Drum roll. Fingers crossed. Nope. That was attempt 32. 32. Nothing. Let's go try number 33. Native Aussie bush reptile. They have a bite that doesn't let go. No teeth. Their tongue is blue. Oh. That sounds cool. Yeah, we go again.
My directive is to serve you.
This will be a good chance to kind of tour all of our 70s that we have.
My directive has been fulfilled. I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders. Return and peruse.
I don't know how many were during the event. I think most of them, though. I don't think I had very many attempts. Sub 5. Under 5 before the event. I don't know if the scythe has an increased drop chance. You'd assume it would be increased because the rest of the Mog is increased, but who knows. I got the red one already, though. That was one thing that I got early in the event. I got that week 1. Overcharged delves are not overcharged until level 80. Found that one out the hard way. You can do level 1 delves, and it's not a bad way to level if you're doing each delve once for the quest. But the actual overcharging doesn't happen until 80. I would still recommend trying to complete the talent tree, though, if at all possible. Good to get done. Not too hard. Dialogue UI is the name of the add-on that's modifying my quest log appearance. Dialogue UI. You didn't overcharge delve as a 72 hunter? Oh, I may be wrong then. I could have sworn that I tried to go in and it wasn't overcharged. How do you have so many 80s and 70s? Oh, leveling. I think lots of people have more. A lot of the 70s are just because I haven't bothered to get them to 80 yet. Some of them for remix, not this one, but a bunch of my characters I leveled during Panda Remix. You were able to get characters leveled up in like an hour. Yeah, dialogue UI. Let's see, we'll talk to somebody. That's what the dialogue screen looks like. There's lots of different options. You can have it hide or not hide your UI behind it. You can have it zoom or not zoom. You can have it read it out to you.
The Vindicar is yours to command.
Kind of freaks me out, but it's possible.
We will endure.
What's that pet? Sunny maybe? Was an old charity shop pet that we have out here. That was the Ukraine charity one. 8 hunters between 70 and 80. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty cute. With 32 attempts at the mount since the event began and an 85% chance. Yeah. Within 3 runs? All right, I'm ready. I got more than 3 characters to try today, so we'll see. I would love for that to be true. Sometimes RNG's gonna RNG, though. How you doing? How is your health? Oh, hello, Pinky. I'm doing well. I think my health is good. I don't have any reason to believe I'm in poor health. Feeling all right. How about you?
A formidable enemy is close. Strike it down with all the malice it
I
deserves.
try my best to keep in good health whenever possible because I don't want to deal with having to fix anything. I don't really have a doctor, so it's not super easy for me to access medical care, so I just try to not need any as a general rule. Raid difficulty mythic. There we go. Unlocked all the pet dungeon teleports. I could farm Thunder Fury and Baron's Mount yesterday. Nice. Super useful. Yeah, and you'll have them forever now.
We've breached the light forged.
Headache from all the
Secure
farming,
this position.
but also from my family. I'm sorry to hear that.
The Vindicar will draw all
Oh,
the
forgot about
fire
this
we
bee mount. That
can,
one's cute.
Corallian.
That was
We
from
cannot hold out long.
Honeyback Hive Mother.
You must disable the defenses.
Good luck this
We
run.
will
Thank
not
you.
fail you, Prophet. Champions.
Spent an hour unlocking the Strathholm portal to farm Baron and got it 2 runs after.
While you clear a
That's
path.
that's the way you've jinxed it into being, by setting up some characters to farm it or setting up in portal or something. I used to get mounts to drop like the character after I got escape quest finished. I am on Mythic. Yes, you have to run it on Mythic for this mount. This mount is Mythic only. The Charhounds mount you can get on other difficulties. There's like Fellhounds, but the Shackled Urzel is what I'm after here. He scared me. I thought I wasn't on Mythic. It's because sometimes I'm not.
Enemy contact. Deploying Arsenal.
Pet dungeon teleports? When you've completed pet dungeons on like the challenge mode, so to speak,
Light forged.
the permadeath mode where you can't heal your pets during the dungeon itself, after you complete that, you earn a teleport to the entrance of that pet dungeon that you can access on an NPC called Manapoof. There's a Manapoof in Legion Dalaran, which is usually the one people like to use because it's nice and convenient. And the pet dungeon places are pretty useful teleports that sometimes aren't easy to get to otherwise. So there's one in Strathholm that takes you to Eastern Plaguelands that's super nice for Alliance. There's one in Wailing Caverns. There's one in Nomuragon. What else? Dead Mines.
I've started my assault on the northern front.
I'm
I'll
pretty
keep
sure.
Their forces occupied so you can hit the priority target.
Yeah, they're not super trivial to get, but it's one of those things that you get it once and then you have it forever.
Bias all the
Yeah,
time.
BRD. BRD's great because it takes you right into the mountains so that you can get to things like Molten Core or any of the other Blackrock instances. And that's super nice for Horde to get to, because Horde are a little bit farther from that. It's like, alright, I can skip this next week, okay? Never mind, never coming back again. Glad to be done with Sepulchre and Sanctum. Mm-hmm. Oh. Didn't loot the last boss. Ah, that's okay. I'll get it in the mail. There's no mount off of them. We're just trying to get to Argus. I do use Plater, and I do have a Plater profile posted. There you go. I do have videos on each of the pet dungeons. I was still making pet dungeon guides at the time. Or pet battle guides at the time. So there is a video on my channel for each and every one of them. But a maybe more efficient way to do it would be to look up guides and info on Xufu's pet battles. That's probably your best resource for getting those dungeons done, because it will have different combinations of pets. It can scan your collection of pets and then tell you, out of the pets that you have, which strategies are going to be easiest for you to get through.
At long last, the end is upon us. Press on, my friends.
Yeah, if you don't loot a boss in a raid and you leave the instance, it'll get sent to you in your mail. It's nice, especially if you're doing something like a Blackrock Depths and you maybe kill Mechatork in the air and then you can't loot him. You don't have to worry about trying to drag trash up to AoE loot them or anything. You can just get it in the mail later.
Ignore him, sister. Focus on
Hey, so Floyd here now. Hello! How you doing? Happy Sunday. The sun's coming out. To close my blackout curtains to keep my gremlin lighting in here. Loot the boss I'm trying to farm, let the rest pile up in the mail. Thank you, Susie. You may need to level some of your pets for the pet dungeon thing. You'll want them at level 25. But Xufu's pet battle guides can help you out, telling you which ones you would need to or want to level for a given pet dungeon. I haven't thought about them in ages. They take a little bit of doing. I don't miss trying to grind them out every week. I used to do Wailing Caverns every week. Because the Wailing Caverns pet, there was a couple different pets you could get from the satchel, but they were RNG. They weren't on a vendor. And it was ugly trying to get them to drop. Miss you doing pet battles is how I found you. BRD was a pain. Yeah, I know some people want more pet dungeons, but I'm kind of glad that they're done with them. I think they were getting a bit tired. They've kind of done everything they were going to do there.
Tesserakt's power is unleashed! You may have withstood the flames.
Still trying to get the sword up this boss.
Tesseract will consume you!
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Your modicum of skill will be insufficient to save you! The flames will consume you!
You did it! Agramar's essence is free. He can
Found Hazel for normal and heroic raid guides. Love the stick figures.
Our victories mean nothing. So long as Sargeras has the soul of
It makes me sad that pet battles are not just press 1 keybind over and over. Well, have I got the add-on for you? I think maybe your sentence got reversed. All right, come on, Argus, help me out. Oh, my avatar didn't reset. Home BR for pet battles. I mean, you can. You quite literally can. That's what Pet Battle Scripts is for. It will auto-select your next move based on script conditions that you import for each fight. That's how I do all my pet battles these days. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, that was attempt 33. We go again. Reminder to get your loot out of void storage in your banks. It will put your void storage loot into your bank, and it will put your it should convert fine. I understand if you're nervous about the transition, then you might want to pull those things out, but I'm just gonna leave my stuff in. It worked alright in PTR. Abilities glowing blue. That is from the assisted highlight. It is recommending buttons for me to press and highlighting those ones in blue. At this point, I just want to see you get this mount, right? It's okay. Look at all these other 70s we have. We got chances for days. Should. It's words I would... Not words I would use for Blizzard. Yeah, I think it's totally fair to not take any chances, but I don't think people should, like, mass freak out. Just, like, it's if you're a nervous person, then by all means. I don't know. I'm taking kind of a laid-back attitude. I'm just going to leave my stuff in there, and if anything gets deleted, I wasn't meant to have it. I also don't think I lost anything last time. I guess I wouldn't know if I lost anything. I don't think I know what's in my banks. Darabelle, thank you very much for the 6-month resub. Very much appreciated. Also, I think I missed over half an hour ago. Christy B. Thanks, guys. My void storage, apparently, I found this out when I was checking at the bank transition on PTR. Apparently, my void storage is filled with Legion legendaries. That's what I did, is I stashed them all in there. How goes the mount farm? 6 yesterday after 3 weeks of no mounts. Oh, congrats! It's going okay. I'm farming Antorus because I have no more lockouts left that I can do of any of the rest of them. I've killed I've gotten, these are, my 80s have done all 4 of these runs. So I'm taking 70s now through Antorus because they can handle it. What do you think of Mechanica? Have you got all the pets and mounts from that source? I have not. I would be very impressed with anybody that had. I'm sure there are people that have ground them out, but no, I have not. I don't know how many I have. I was hard stuck at 4 Mechanica for like months. I got a couple more recently. I'm probably at about 7 right now. I haven't bought anything. I haven't bought a single pet or mount. I don't know what I'm going to get. That is a list of the mounts that I've had dropped during the event so far. Wish my legendaries would stay in void storage instead of needing to look at them. I think you can delete them now, the Legion legendaries, because I feel like I've been getting them to drop while farming Legion content, and I've just been deleting them. I think they've loosened up on that. Especially now that they're, like, Mog learnable. You can buy the Mechanica mounts for a cool 1,000,000 gold. Only have 28, and I've been actively trying for them. Seem to get them in Paragon chests regularly. Yeah. I think that's probably going to be the move. I don't know if I want to get pets or mounts from them. I'm not spending gold for them. I'm way too cheap for that. If I make millions of gold, I'm going to use it for WoW tokens so that I don't have to pay Blizzard any more actual money for expansions and stuff. I'm trying to save up WoW tokens for midnight because I don't want to give them any more dollars. Saving my pennies over here. Difficulty, raid difficulty, mythic. There we go.
We've breached the wall. Light forged. Secure this position.
After visiting the Secret Finder community, don't like throwing anything away. That is fair.
Will draw all the fire we can, Torarion, but we cannot
Prepaid WoW time till October 2029. Nice.
Disable the defenses. We will not fail you, Prophet. Champions.
Yeah, maybe I'll get into gold making again sometime and I'll just use it for tokens. The problem is that when you're really into gold making, you don't want to spend all of your gold because you need it for gold making. Whereas I just want to sink it into tokens to convert into balance. Gmod on your first run? Nice. Yeah, I would do the digital deluxe edition. I don't do physical collector's editions anymore. I don't need any more stuff. I don't need any more physical stuff. I'm getting rid of physical stuff, if anything.
Hi,
kitty cat. You want to come up?
Champions, bring that monstrosity down.
Come. Hi. There you go. Hi, sweetie. This is my cat, Kira. If you've never met her, she's very nice. She has lots to say. She's 11. You're going to be turning 11 this fall. Hi. Meow. She's a real nice girl. Thank you.
Enemy combatants
How is she
detected.
doing?
Threat level
I'm honestly not. It's hard. She's doing okay. She's doing okay. She's definitely not well. But at this point, we kind of know that. Does Kira know how famous she is? I'm sorry. I'm hoping that she. I'm just kind of trying to keep an eye on her well-being and make sure that I'm like being realistic about it, because I want her to be fine forever, but I also don't want to make her hang around if she's not feeling it anymore. So I'm just trying to keep a good vibe on like how much satisfaction and like happiness she's getting from her days, and is she eating, and is she doing like her bathroom normally, and like is she breathing okay, is she gurgling, that kind of thing. But it's hard because I want to be in denial and say you're gonna live forever. Best for the world that cats don't know how famous they are.
Terralion, I've started my
I'm hoping
assault
she
on the
makes it through the
northern
move.
front.
I want her to
I'll
see
keep their
another
forces
vet,
occupied
just
so
so I
you
can
can
get
hit the
another
priority
opinion.
targets.
She kind of saw the only
Our
vets
forces
in
are
this
moving
town
towards
that were
Legion High
gonna
Command.
have anything to
Argus
say,
all the
but it
time
would be
you
nice
can,
to have
Olivia.
one more person look at her. Yeah, she's been doing really well. The last October they weren't making it sound like she was gonna last until Christmas, so I'm just happy she's here. Struggling with his legs. Oh, poor baby.
You are outmatched and outnumbered.
But I'm really glad that she has, because I feel like in the last year, she and Moose have gotten so much closer, and it's been really sweet to see them make friends. Gonna make me cry, or she's our community kitty too. I know. I'm gonna make me cry. She doesn't know. She's fine. She's rubbing her chin on my desk right now. Got you, Mod. Congrats, Ifex. Can I skip ENR? If you've done her 4 times, then yes, you can clear the raid 4 times to get the skip quest done, and then you can bypass
Still
ENR.
outnumber us.
But until then, you kind of have to do it, and it kind of sucks. It's easier with a friend.
Will not be fighting alone.
It's possible to solo.
The demons will
Yeah,
pay for
I
every
made
step.
Flabby help me with it. I 2-manned it until I got the skip done.
Taurus lies before us.
I'm gonna say right there.
The power behind the Legion's infinite arm.
Yeah, I wish they had made her easier to solo, or kind of pulled a Velrithia and just make her skippable for the sake of the skip. Would have been nice. Because yeah, she's annoying. I do not like ENR. ENR is not my friend. We are not gal pals. We are not brunching.
Witches! You call that torment?
Some big kitty birds
I've
going on
endured
over here.
far worse.
I tire of that worm's babbling. Let me scorch the flesh from his miserable bones!
Ignore him, sister. Focus on your duty. These souls are
I never added a 5 command, but I did have them. They're all on the mounts command. I still have Mog that I need from ENR, but I think I'm just going to pretend that's not true. Do ENR 4 times, click her heals 3 times, blink twice. Tell her to shove off once and it works. Farming Agrimar for his sword since Legion and he's yet to give it to me. Oh, HD Priest, I'm so sorry. I'm so hard. There's like nothing that's ever going to make that any easier.
Sacred to the Legion. Demons would pluck out their eyes sooner than gaze upon it.
Who could ever imagine?
I'm not sure about
such
lockout
a
questions. I get real scrambled trying to think about them. Could be worth the doing it right now since it has double drops. Apparently Mythic is the most annoying difficulty on her. The lower difficulties don't have the Paraxis. So you're just kind of jumping around a bunch doing... You're just jumping around a bunch doing other stuff. And there is Mog. Okay,
You will burn!
I don't know what I'm doing.
Tayshilak's power is unleashed! You may have withstood the power of Tayshilak will consume you! Your modicum of skill will be insufficient. It may be.
He did it! Adramar's essence is free. He can stand beside his brethren once more.
Our victories mean nothing.
All right, everybody, hold on!
All right, Argus. This is my third attempt after which someone said I would get it within 3, so I'm ready. 1 mount, please. Here we go. I'm pretty sure this is my third after that anyway. Good luck. Thank you.
Let the fury of the sea wash away this corruption.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna give it a minute before I loot it because there's an ad break and I don't want to do that to people again. we can hang out and we can do like 45 seconds worth of drum roll. Because I think the mount in this one is in the chest and not personal loot, even though the scythe is personal loot. It's all very confusing. Here, we'll let the cutscene play.
It is time.
Alex, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate it.
Return home, children of Azeroth.
Here from the chest. We'll give it another 45 seconds or so here. We can watch the movie.
We've done all we can.
Every choice, every sacrifice.
I cannot take this dude seriously. Look at his teeth. How does he floss?
To face him once again.
You are not coming.
Do you think he has an eyebrow brush? Like,
The hunter is nothing.
he waterfly. He's got a water pick. He would.
Did you not see?
All right, good enough. Time. Drum roll. This is attempt 34. Drum roll. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That was it. That was it. It worked. It worked. On attempt 34, we got a shackled Urzel. Let's go. Is this karma for waiting until the ad was finished playing? Told you. You did tell me. You were correct. That's kind of freaky. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Number go up.
I'm glad you're.
Oh man. All right, we got to go back to town and get on this one. Let's go take a look at that. I literally called every streamer Mount Drop while I was watching the stream. Awesome. Now tell us louder numbers. I don't know how many attempts, because I could do this one on 70s, so it was basically as many as I had time for. It was attempt 34 in total, with maybe 5 or less of those being before the event. Could be 44 tries to get invincible. Between the Tazzy Pathward Psychic and this, a little bit spooked. Oh, Kitty Rotten, thank you very much for the gift subs. Appreciate it. I need to update the command and I need to update the title. That puts us at, what, 6 of 9? 6 of 9 bounty mounts. There we go. That's the command, or that's the title. Let me do the command. Oh yeah, and let's get on the mount, of course.
Have a good one.
1 shackled Urzel. I love how the icon for it is just dentures. Nice, there we go. Cartel Master's Gear Glider, and the Shackled Urzel. Nice. Amazing. Alright, so mounts that I still have left from the event. These are the 3 that I need. Marrowfang, Nyloth and Allseer, Vengeance. I'm pretty sure all 3 of which I kind of need 80s for, but you know what I'm going to do? We're on a roll. Let's see if we can limp our way through Nyalotha on my 73s. I have 2 characters that are 73. The Rogue and the Shaman. Let's do the Shaman first. Let's see if we can limp our way through this. Yeah, Vengeance, Allseer, and Marifang. Exactly, the last 3. Necrotic Wake pretty fast. I struggled with it on the 73s. I managed it on the 273s. I don't know if the 70s would be able to. Maybe. We can try. We got all day. I think we can maybe handle Nyalotha, though, and if I could, it would be nice, too, just because next week's going to be harder to get into it because it's going back to Vale next week. I only have 10 80s. I thought that was lots, but I didn't. It turns out it's not. I've already done Marrowfang on all of my 80s for the week. So we've done that already. We did it this week and last week. What are we doing? We're going to Oldham. That's right. I don't know if visions are going away. I bet you we'll be able to level to 80 in Remix. I think that'll be a thing. 1380s. 650 facilitated this. I started this event and I only had 7. 3. I've gotten 3 characters up to 80 and then into some gear since the event started for the sake of mount runs. Stormwind 8 Mask, not that. Yeah, it was tough. I did it on a Shadow Priest. It was ugly. What am I doing riding on this? We gotta ride a new mount. There we go. Unintended consequence. Golden leveling, right? Oh, this thing's weird sky riding. I don't know if I like it. It doesn't have any... How do its wings work? It doesn't have any webbing. Why did you do it on a Shadow Priest? I was gonna try and do it on a Hunter because I thought that would be easier, and then I found that a Hunter was not easier. My pets were all over the place. I'm just, the Shadow Priest was my main, and it was the comfiest spec to do it on. Sometimes there's something to be said for the spec that you're used to playing, even if it's not optimal. Raid difficulty, mythic. There we go. Working on gearing up more 80s for more jailer attempts. I remember trying to use Hunter for, oh gosh, I tried to use Hunter for Underpin, and that was immediately a no-go. Immediately no good at all. Just hits for 8 Mass Stormwind. Take it slow, 1 pull at a time. Get as many potions as you can that are obviously not the bad potion. Get both your buffs before you go do any of the hard bosses, ideally. Bring drums if you're not a Lust class, and Lust on Umbric and then Lust on Illyria as well. It's hard. Practice, really. I had to just run it over and over again until I kind of had the muscle memory of it down. Alright, let's see if we can limp through this. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh gosh, this is not great. I'm gonna have to do mechanics, aren't I? Oh. Hang on. We didn't use all our cooldowns correctly. It doesn't help that I don't know what I'm doing in this character, but on my 80s it didn't matter. Ay, ay. This is BFA. I thought it would be fine. Especially because I have Lust. I know he's gonna do like a fill the floor kind of thing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Oh, didn't really matter actually. Over here. Doom wins. This is gonna suck. I believe in you, Krabby. Let's go, Salty Krabby. I need Flabby to coach me an enhancement shaman. I don't know what any of these buttons do. This class also seems to suffer from a bad case of the buttons change depending on what's going on, and I hate that. It makes it awful to learn things. And we're doing this phase again. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, there's Ascendance and Tempest and Doom Winds. Oh no, not Soaks. I really thought, like, I knew it would be slower than my 80s. I did not think it was going to be this bad.
My servants will ensure your deaths are painless. Why resist? Give yourselves to the flames.
It's hard too because I feel like I'm doing such poor damage that I can't really tell which thing is doing any more damage than any of the other things. Yeah. And this is with a raid spec as well. Like I imported a raid spec to have something to use. Although being 73, I won't have all my hero talents. It was doable. We did kill it. There is that. I wonder if taking damage is going to be a problem. I almost died in that one. Mechanic for Carapace is going through... You have to go up the left side and right side and kill all the little growths on the wall. Yeah. I'm kind of like going... Like, I have one button on my bar here on the V key, and what I'm kind of doing is I'm kind of referring to what that button is telling me to do, as well as the assisted highlight, but trying to hit them with a regular button to avoid the GCD penalty?
Much for me as it was for you.
I don't know.
N'Zoth wants us to believe that my corruption is inevitable. Doubt me if you must.
You know what the silver lining is if there was any way to bug these fights out by going too fast, which I don't think there is, but if there was, I'm not likely to do it. Yeah, Fury of N'Zoth, the second N'Zoth fight, you have to go into the down phase. You have to step on the purple mine gate when they open it up, and then kill the Psychus ad downstairs. There's 2 of those phases, unless you manage to phase N'Zoth, but we're not likely to do that. And then there's another one on Mythic that has you go down through like a Titan-looking gate to go kill an ad down there as well. Touch death, skip the... You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. Exactly, never happened. We're fine. I'm not gonna get stuck on Drestagath. I don't have to kill him. We're heading straight to N'Zoth. I have the skip at least. That's one thing we got going for us. It's no weird skip. Thank goodness for reincarnate. But it's possible that I may die trying to fight the other last 2. We'll have to see what we can do. It doesn't help that I don't know what most of these buttons are doing. Earth Ellie's like a defensive. Stone form. I don't really know what the basics of the rotation are. I'm just out here saying hitting Storm Strike and hoping for the best. I don't know what that button is. Elemental Blast. There's just too many words. There's too many words for any person to read. Who would even play a shaman, right? Kind of a hipster spec is enhancement. See if we can sneak past this. It's nice being on Nozel, though. Love this. If I could somehow make this raid drop this mount for me, that would put us in such good shape for next week. Tried using the one button rotation, it made me spam the same button. Depending on the spec, that may actually be the rotation. Alright, this trash we have to do. I'm gonna genuinely one button this. Yeah, if it just was doing mutilate and no spenders ever, then that would be kind of a problem. Is there a point of power leveling my professions? Figure out how to prep for tomorrow's release. I don't really know much about Mop Classic, so if it's about Mop Classic, I am out of my depth. How many else do you have? I have 1080s, but we've done them already, so that's why I'm trying to struggle through on a 73. I have two 73s, but this is the one that probably does more damage. I think my rogue would be in bigger trouble, although we can certainly try. And then I have an assortment of 70s that may or may not be able to deal with this. This character at 73 can barely deal with the trash, so I don't know if I'm very optimistic about managing on my 70s here. This raid sucks to farm. Yeah. 70s are cut off at Legion. I think that's about fair. You could level more of them. Yeah, I think next week is going to be very dramatic when it comes to mounts.
Is there something you wish to discuss? To use the chamber's weapons against N'Zoth.
Did normal and heroic Ny'alotha full clears from Og, and I am over it.
Leave this part to me.
Yeah, the Ny'alotha skip is account wide. They all are now, once you've got them. Gonna have to place bets. Only 3 mounts left, but only so many lockouts for each of them. These are all pretty much characters that I'm going to be, or mounts I'm going to be limited to farming on 80s. And Ny'alotha is going to suck because we're going to have to get, it may come to unlocking access to Veil on a bunch of alts. Doing like the freaking Najatar skip and stuff. Yeah, this character's 437. You're gonna get it this time and you won't have to do it again, right? Exactly. I'm not 100% convinced that I'm gonna be able to finish this raid in this character, actually. This may be beyond what Krabby can do. She made it through Rathian, but we'll have to see. I don't know. Yeah, I could set Avail before reset. It's a little rotten. It may or may not be necessary. I could do this after reset and get it on the characters that already have it unlocked. I have a handful of them that will be able to do it right away. It's hard to say. Gotta leave some mounts for the next collector's bounty. I'm hoping that if there's a next collector's bounty, which I hope there is, that by the time that we get there, that they'll be including Dragonflight and I can farm those ones.
That does not sound particularly encouraging, Mother.
Yeah, but the raid is on Oldhim this week, and next week, being the last lockout, will be back in Veil, so it would require unlocking.
N'Zoth's rage seems fixated upon me, champions.
Alts that have never played BFA have to do a fair bit of BFA questing in order to access the Ny'alotha entrance in Veil. Start chanting Krabby, Krabby. Dragonflight raid mounts are you missing? The owl for sure. I don't know. Let me simple armor it. Because you're right, I did get some of the Drake skins. Dragonflight raid. Dragonflight raid. Just the owl. Actually. I guess the owl's the only one that's like its actual own mount. Like the other ones weren't technically mounts, but I did get them. I did get the Razageth skin and the Farak skin and the Sarkareth skin. I believe in Krabby. I don't actually need to kill this amalgam. I don't know why I've been doing all this trash. I guess it's not necessary. Owl's a skin too? I don't know. know, man. I don't know. It's listed as a separate mount. Reigns of a Neurolos. It looks like a mount to me. Yeah, that was a separate mount. It's a skin in that it skins you. I'm pretty sure you turn into the... Oh, no, there's a... Hang on. No, you don't turn into the owl. Druids turn into the owl. That's where I'm getting confused. Don't listen to me. I'm just gonna shut up and punch this guy with underwhelming abilities. Okay. I'm not gonna lust yet. I'm gonna save that for the third phase. I will use Ascendance, though, because it's gonna take me at least 2 minutes to get through other stuff. Oh my gosh, what if they make me do mechanics? This is gonna suck. It's okay, it's going alright. It's going okay. We're whittling. Last mount I need as well. I'm gonna use my defensive here. And then we popped the Earth Ellie already. Hit myself a little bit. Yeah, just lightly poking him to death. It's really surprising how big the damage difference is between a 73 and an 80 in some gear. It's very noticeable. AB3 Lockdown, thank you for the 3-month resub. Good luck, Hazel. Thank you. At least I can Ghost Wolf through the assists. That's kind of fun. I don't think you can be slowed down below a minimum speed in Ghost Wolf, so I don't have to worry about dealing damage with assists. Better on a 70 where you know the rotation better? No, I don't think so. I think it's just an item level thing. We'll see. Because as much as I'm memeing, I don't think I'm doing that poorly at the rotation. I think it's about item level and hero talents. But we're gonna get it this time, and then we won't need to worry about it anymore. Can you one button? I have the one button down here. I'm trying to do the rotation without the one button to avoid the GCD penalty because my damage is such a factor right now. I'm trying to make do with the other assist highlight that doesn't penalize you, where it just kind of highlights your button. I'm not doing perfectly, but we're doing okay. Oh, I hit my UI. 2 Swiss Cerulean Panthers and 1 loot window. Nice. Congratulations. What are you gonna do with the other one? And then these ones. Alright, we made it through the phase. It's good. It's not that much slower, honestly. Curious how the next N'Zoth goes. I'm just gonna top myself here if I can. My rogue might struggle with this, just from a self-healing perspective. Okay, so we're up here. We're gonna lust, Ascendants, Wolves, Doomwinds. Hit the tornado button a bunch. Hit the tornado button a bunch. Oh, I didn't hit the puppies. That's the puppies. Oh, do I have to do mechanics? Let's get out of the fire. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't come to this. Oh boy. I have to check to make sure he's not like suffering less damage or something. Okay, there's the puppies again. Seems like a really big target dummy. Uh-oh. Come on, Ascendants! I did not think this was gonna be so tense. Oh man. Alright, Mythic Carapace and Assad. Yeah, I don't think my rogue can do this. I don't think it's happening without Lust and Self-Heals. Yeah, easy. Professional shaman. Oh boy. Maybe this is what we need to do to prove to N'Zoth that I deserve for him to give me my mount. Now we can handle it. I think that was the harder part. I'm curious to see if this next part is hard on me damage-wise, like if I'm going to take a bunch of damage. Because on my main, I can just kind of like hang out and all the tentacles can laser me and it's not a problem. Alright, N'Zoth. I think I should save, if I was gonna save cooldowns for anything, I think I should save them for Psychus. I think I'm gonna have to do Psychus properly, like actually kill a couple of tentacles on him and not just one. And I think I'm gonna want Ascendance for him. That or the damage window, but the damage window is gonna be kind of, well, I don't know actually. Ooh. I guess maybe I should save cooldowns for that. We'll do Psychus with like a bunch of tentacles and then we'll damage window Lust with cooldowns, I guess. I'm not used to having to think about this.
And behold the greatest of fools.
And I thought just remembering that the gate was a thing was going to be enough mechanics for this fight. Alright, Psychus. You come here first. And then over here. And then over here. And that's 3 stacks. Wow. Okay. Alright, we're not doing wild amounts of damage over here, and his stacks have fallen off. Okay. Let's get another couple stacks, I guess. Alright. Psychos is down, and they pop me back up. So we're gonna use winds. And lost, why not? We want to at least make sure we get him down a little bit here. In his window. The problem with the one button is if there's any tiny ads on you, it's gonna be like, oh, did you want to AoE? And it'll switch you to like chain lightning even if you didn't even have stacks for it. But we made it through the first phase. That's good. Right? Promising, potentially. I think I'll go for 4 stacks next time on Psychos. That's what we ended up having to do anyway. You guys offering me help don't know me at all. Have you met me? Way opens. Alright, off we go. We'll go this one first. And over here. And over here. That's 4 stacks. Maybe we can even make it to 5. We've saved Ascendance and Doomwinds. And I should be right on top of my body, just in case I need to use it. Sometimes it makes you and sometimes it doesn't. I don't really understand the difference. Okay, we're back. Ascendance, Doomwinds, go.
Champions! N'Zoth is bridging dimensions to assault the Chamber of Heart. We have to defeat him before he corrupts the soul of Azeroth.
The true prize shall be mine.
Isn't it crazy seeing him keep vulnerable for this long because you haven't pushed him with damage yet? I'm waiting for the gate. He's gonna yammer about Mother opening a gate. Champion! If you could stop it, thank you. Thank you. There we go. I'm not stressed, you're stressed.
Champions, we're charging the forge. He's getting weaker. Keep fighting.
Where is the gate? I guess I have to push him farther. I don't want to use my cooldowns again because I'm going to want him for the next phase.
Hang in there.
He's yammering. Okay, there's the gate. Or the shield, rather.
Chamber of Heart compromised. Hostile forces inbound.
Champions, we're overrun. We can't fire.
Dimensional gateway.
There's the gate.
Mother opened a gateway to the chamber. Champions, Azeroth needs
I'm
your
running.
aid.
Almost makes me want to do the fight intentionally at low 70s. It'll keep a person awake. There's genuine concern that I might wipe. It is entirely possible that we will not make it through this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to Doom Winds this dude. Oh my gosh, he hurts. Oh no. Okay, okay. This one. Ascendance, we have to. This has never happened to me before. I already used Astral Shield or whatever. No. No, I'm not gonna play Miss of Pandaria. I don't think it's happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't think it's happening. BRB. Alright, so here's where I'm at. I cannot do that on a level 73. I do not want help. So therefore, I am done. I'm done with that. I cannot do it. It's not happening. Get a chance to hear the Dementia soundtrack? I didn't. I didn't do that yet. So, where that leaves me is I can level. I could level. We have buffs. It is possible. Or, if we wanted to be more, like, preparing for next week, I could take characters and try to set them up for Veil for next week, so I'd have more easy shots. If you guys want to see leveling, we can do leveling. That's the thing that's going to get us more chances today, is all leveling. It's just not as fast as you want it to be. It's fast, but it's not, like, we're gonna have 5 more chances on this stream, right? Kind of thing. But here what I can do is I'm on a shaman, so I can go resto. We can we can stick a starter build on, and we can queue for a time walking dungeon. Legion, time walking. Healer queues should be faster. Let's see what some of these buttons do. I don't know what the buttons do. Also, I don't have a healing weapon on, but that might be fine. We'll see. Water shield? Healing wave? There's Dispel, it's important. Earth shield might be important. One button, not so important. Healing rain, that's good. Earth living weapon? Ancestral, that's a res. Healing tide totem. Okay, that one's over there. That one's important. Wow, not so many healing buttons, huh? Pretty straightforward. Not a lot going on over there. Let's see if we can figure out how to heal. Find a healing weapon soon enough. Yeah, I could grab an heirloom. I'll probably do that. Is this Court of Stars? Oh, it's Court of Stars. Let's see. Heirlooms. Staff. of... Oh no, I can't, can I? I mean, I could, but like it won't be scaled. This may or may not suck. Here, I'll pop a bottle of wisdom. Yeah, those are the mounts that I got so far. You can get the belt at 80. You can get the ring at 80. You can't get either pre-80. I'm not going to get the ring. I'll do the belt when we get to 80. Would you like to help do 4 dog baths? 4. Listen, throw them all in a big kiddie pool of soap, and they'll bathe each other. Dog shampoo, water. Get a crazy daisy over there. It'll be fine.
We'll take a side entrance to the grounds.
Doing the ring stuff 13 times, no bueno. Yeah, I did it twice, and I decided that was enough. It's not worth it at this point for me. Offhand red because for enhancement, and not good for Resto Shaman. Not good. Not good at all. Dogs do have their own shampoo. I don't know how it's different, but I'm assuming it's like gentler for their skin or something. I don't know. My dog shampoo makes them smell like cherries.
You'll want to disable their arcane beacons and keep the sentries.
Get the belt quest 20 times doing level 1 delves. Yeah. I mean, you just have to do the 1 delve, right? Less pH than human shampoo. Gotcha. Yeah, I may not have to heal anyone. Or it may be close enough. I want to choose my hero talents. I probably should have done some of this before entering the instance. Yeah, Krabby's 73. That's right. So she's not starting from, like, scratch. She's just not starting from super high range. A time-walking dungeon with all these buffs is roughly a level. The problem is that time-walking dungeons can take widely varying amounts of time. I don't have mouse over turned on right now. That's kind of a problem. How am I supposed to heal without mouse over? Hang on. I'll make do for the moment, but I'll turn it on in the settings to set the first chance I get. Oh, healing surge. That's important. We can do that one. That's a good one. That'll help. There we go. Now we're talking. Mouse over. There we go. Much better. They never take over 15 minutes? Clearly you haven't been in one of my Vault of the Wardens runs. Gonna tell me that dogs have their own food? What is... My dog kind of feels like what's his food is his food, and what's my food should be his food. And also, anything else in the world could be his food if everybody would just relax. Cut him a break. Got the man from Alec here. Nice, congrats. What did I just press? Stone Bulwark Totem. I don't even know what that does. It looks cool. Whoop. I usually like to see who's not jumping and then dispel them first. Dog number 1 will be Toby. 60-pound Staffy, husky mix. 1 blue eye, scared to death of human machines. Toby does not sound like Toby's going to enjoy bath time. I've not met... There are huskies that like water, but they are the weird ones.
This will even the odds.
Hated this dungeon at Mythic Plus. Foster Pup has graduated from fully separate from our cats to Baby Gate. Has decided he will be a very good boy if there are any sweet potato chips. Aww. Muffin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all huskies are weird. I don't know if there's a normal one out there. Love Court of Stars. This one's going pretty fast. These people seem to know what they're on about. Jumping aside. Oh no, never mind. I went in the store and I thought I was at the end. I thought we were at the puzzle part already. Yeah, maybe the DK can spectral sight the puzzle. That's possible. This when you can slam time walking dungeons with a low level in your party.
Watch out up here. I've heard tell of a demonic council that draws.
If you're ever like, why is my healer not healing me? Consider, what if they have an enhancement weapon on? No hero talent selected. And they're reading their tooltips during the dungeon.
Divided, they cannot stand against.
Where can we sign the petition for Blizz to make the last week of bounty 10%? Someone with 69 attempts for invincible still. Holy. That's the hard thing, is because the drop rates are buffed and because mounts have been dropping, it's easy to feel like your mount will drop, and it's entirely possible that you can try your hardest and it still won't. It's kind of rude. Healing Rain's kind of fun.
The Legion will prevail.
Pretty.
Make yourself useful and take a look around.
Do I have chain heal? I don't see it. I used to like chain heal a lot. The sheer audacity of Blizzard to make an NPC that uses swords and then name her I'm a Kutya is just wild. Super lucky. Got both mounts from Sanctum of Domination. Nice! Congrats! Beautiful name, 10 out of 10. Oh, look at that. I have a kick. That's fun. I need to remember that if things get really bad, I do have Spirit Link Totem. It may be necessary here. Eh, maybe not. I was rated as I'm a cutie. Yeah! Also possible. She could just be out for her hot girl walk of the day. Spirit Link broken in time walking. In like a good way? Or... What are you saying? Let's find out. Whoa. What if it's broken in that it doesn't work if no one's in there with you? I don't think I need Chain Lightning on my bar. This is a Dark Iron. Dark Iron Dwarf. It'll kill Lobies? Hilarious. Me if I heal when someone shields themselves? What are you trying to say?
Not very clever of you to challenge all of us. I'm feeling positively radiant.
I really wish I had Chain Heal. I don't know if it's a good move, but it feels like a nice way to heal a few people at once. Here, let's Healing Rain. Maybe spread out a little bit more of this blue hot. Whatever that is. Oh, I'm running low on mana. I should probably stop healing searching and probably start healing waving.
I'm feeling positively radiant.
Also, I feel like there's a mechanic where we're supposed to, like, line of sight, and I've definitely not been doing that. Maybe it was for, like, gathering up ads or something. Healing Spring?
Funeral pyre will be glorious.
I have Healing Tide. That's like a big cooldown, though. That's like a 2.9 minute cooldown.
So far, but we must ensure you blend in at the party.
I always want to do this puzzle, but I never have the time. Everybody else always does it first because they're better at it than I am. Alright, so no cape.
Speaking with chatty nobles may reveal the spy.
No cape and gloves.
To yourself with wild
Who's got no cape and gloves? can't tell. Your hands are blue. You got gloves, but you're wearing a cape. You've got gloves and no cape. Is it you? Short sleeves. Could be true. Oh, I did it! It's me! Yeah, I must not have healing spring. These are all of my buttons. That's all we got. Yeah, it seems pretty fast. It's been going all right. General Shaman, not Resto. Oh yeah, there it is. What else do I have? What's Gust of Wind for? Birthday candles? Oh, chain heal. There it is. Really? Casting while moving? Oh, hi, Kitty. Welcome back. Why does Chain Heal have a new icon? What happened?
Excellent. Now that we have the key, the way to the balcony should be open. It's time to put an end to Elisar.
They did that with the last patch. Why? I hate change. I demand to know the reason. Why is he green? I guess it's for like an orc or something. It kind of looks like a swamp monster grabbing fish, heaps of fish.
Consider this your chance to correct it. Dispose of these outsiders. I must return to the Nighthold.
Alright, so this is the last boss, so I can lust this. They did it specifically to confuse myself. How rude.
I will speed you towards your demise. I will speed you towards your demise. The wind slices to the bone.
At least I have it. I didn't think I had one. Doesn't seem to do a lot.
Bleed for the Grand Magistrates.
Got the very last mog I wanted from Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic. Done forever? Nice. Congratulations.
If you blink, you bleed.
I can't really complain that my buttons don't do anything when I'm literally not using a resto weapon.
Slices to the bone.
I have enhancement agility one-handers on and I'm like, oh man, my throughput sucks. Class broken. Definitely not a user error. Oh, I got a necklace. That's nice. Still level 73. Not quite up. Not quite up to the next level yet. Stop thinking you do perfect voice acting for a gnome. That's sweet of you to think. Here we go. Oh. Frankly, that's a skill issue. I wanted to do a couple things. I forget what. I wanted to... Oh, I wanted to pick hero talents. That's another thing. I have 3 hero talents I haven't spent. I am the Farseer. Sure, yeah. Extra Charger Riptide. Just picking random stuff here. Alright, well that's good. Any World Quest weapons? Do I have any add-ons that'll help me find that? Where's my World Quest list? Bring the player, not the weapons. Ooh, yeah. Well, that's an Agi one. Agi. There's an Agi one-hander. There's a chest piece. What are my gloves? My gloves aren't bad. Cloak, rings. Yeah. Nothing that crazy, honestly. Oh, yeah, that's right. The weapon bag, that's true. Alright, let's go loot spec resto. But we might need to switch to kill a mob. back when I was doing this during Dragonflight, the outside Dragonflight mobs counted, like they would give you a guaranteed bag, but the Dornogal ones didn't. So let's see if this even works. I thought Undercoin stuff was for... Oh, it did work. Ritual knife. Alright, so we have at least an int one-hander. We're missing an offhand, but we were kind of missing an offhand before. At least this one is giving me, what, secondaries? I'll go look at the Undercoin vendor, but I don't think I can use that stuff till 80. I could be wrong. My trinkets are awful. But we made it through the Court of Stars. I did a non-zero amount of healing. It was probably fine. Yeah, it requires 80s for sure. Okay. Hey. Yeah, time walking vendor. That's our next stop, I suppose. I don't want to spend time warp badges on leveling gear, but I might have to. I was kind of hoping I would get out of 73 with that one dungeon. I guess we'd have to stack up the time waste buff in order for it to really start cooking. You need to do 4 dungeons to get your 30%.
Fate of Oros. In darkest night, we still shine with hope.
Oh yeah, here we go. So I can get an int shield for like 35 badges. It's a shame I have the appearances already. Here, we'll do that. That should help dramatically.
Our cause is just. Our purpose noble.
Here we go. We should be in much better shape than we were last time. Plus, this is a good one to get. And it's another 5%. Yeah, 5% extra XP this time because of the time walking we just did. Trinkets would be good for her. The rest of her gear is like not great, but it's not horrific. I wonder if I'm gonna have to do my mount runs as Ellie, because I'm gonna have int weapons by the time I finish leveling if I'm leveling as Resto here. Hello? Hello? True. Knock knock. Hazel thrown water. I did a slash poke and then I was like, was that rude? And then I was like, you know, it's rude. It's taking the Q and then immediately going AFK. No, he's here. He's here. He probably just had to let his cat out or something. He awakens. Randall Dwarf for the first time during the event and got Mim's head? Nice. Yeah, you can't judge people too much. You never know what's going on. Could be anything. Could be everything. Everything all at once.
Those who challenge me
Kultuar good raid to never have to go back to. Yeah, it's a slow run to full clear.
So says the shadow of Xadius. Be still, worm.
You know a mystery in WoW that must be summoned? Where are the sun-warmed fur lines from? Wasn't there like some clues in their flavor text about them being from like a cat planet? I could go to the cat planet. Nizoth 20 times, no mount, only one character with a Veil entrance open, so I might just not try. I think I'm gonna get a couple of characters through. I might just, like, do some of that questing off stream sometime today, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Just to try and set them up so that I have all 10 chances next week. I think I'm gonna need every little last bit. By Azeroth, hope the whole Void Lord thing works out. I am going to the cat planet. Meow. The arrival spells doom for Azeroth's birds. Oh, nope, that person's deceased. Uh-oh, someone left. That's okay, you don't have to leave. I'll see you in another life when we are both cats. Of all the drops, I only need the jailer mount. Yeah, I wish you best of luck with that one. It was slow. It's a long farm. This game looks very different from when I last played in 2009. What has changed? Everything. Everything. Not quite everything. You know, you still run around in a character, kill mob, loot it, get experience, etc. I would say the core loop is still there. Yeah, just 1 or 2 changes since 09. Just like maybe 10 or 20 minutes ago. It's a valid question, though, because some games I feel like they keep going, but they keep going in almost like a time capsule kind of way where nothing really changes. WoW has for sure not done that. Even the version of WoW that was supposed to be the time capsule, I feel like, has been changing. Even Classic, which was the whole point, was that it was unchanged, I think has changed. At least a little bit. I'm kind of pleasantly surprised that I managed to get through all of my mount attempts for the week within a week of streams. I think that speaks to how many mounts we've had drop already, that we can kind of chop a couple of farms off the list. You can still ride mounts. Flying mounts work a little differently. I'm trying to remember, you had flying mounts in 09, right? Yeah? Yeah, you could fly in 09. Flying mounts work a little differently. You can still fly the old-fashioned way, but you could also choose to use a new style of flight, which is faster and a little more, like, physicsy. It's pretty fun to do. They call it skyriding. Don't feel like doing Tazavesh in anything but a monk. It's a 6+ minute fight. Yeah. Yeah, monk only. Just spam heroic on monk is the way to go if you have a monk. How many Tazavesh did I do? I got pretty lucky. I think I got it on like 5 or 6.
Be purified in the light of the stars.
The nightmare clouds my thoughts no more.
A fluke. Savor it and pray you
Nice
do
when
not
we can farm the
face
Dragonflight
me
Mega Dungeon for all the older dungeon
They will
mounts.
be more than prepared. For your true power rests
Got
in
the
the
Antoran
light.
Charhound. Congratulations.
Silence, weakling. When you open your mouth again, it will be to cry for mercy.
Yeah, there's 2 gliders in Tazavesh. There's the hard mode one, and then Celia has her own mount that she can just drop. I got the hard mode one during Shadowlands as well, but I still needed to grind Celia for her mount. You got both in hard mode. Oh, lucky, lucky. That was me in Mechagon. I feel like they made that Tazavesh guy death touchable just so people would level some monks. How do you do the hard mode these days? I don't even remember what the hard mode was. I remember it was hard. I don't remember what the complication was, though. Any luck with Wick? I think so. I'm pretty sure I got that one. Remind me what it is? It's like the star-nosed mole, right? Something about a neck. Some necklace, forged credentials, and... Yeah, it is a little unfortunate that Mechagon mounts aren't in rotation because of Mythic Plus. Oh, Dark Flame. Yeah, I got that one. Which was surprising. I don't normally get stuff like that when it's current, but if we're being honest, it dropped for Flabby, and then Flabby gave it to me. We have a mole mount. We've got a bunch of mole mounts. You want to see? There's Rufus. Rufus is the star-nosed mole. That one's from the Lurker of the Deeps. Wick. There's that one. That's from Darkflame Cleft. Yeah, they're cute. I think there's more, but I don't remember. Unique, I like them. I think the star-nosed mole was really cute because I didn't know star-nosed moles were even an animal. Like they came out with it and I'm like, that's so unrealistic. Like, come on, fantasy, calm down. And then I found out that they were based on actual moles that actually look like that. And it was like a cute little National Geographic moment. What a strange creature. Tremor Totem, hello? Shaman? I don't even know if I have Tremor Totem. I don't even know if it's still a thing. I don't see it here anyway. Maybe it's a talent. They also swim and catch the little fish.
We get to the root of the
It's cute unless you're a little fish, and then it's terrifying.
prepare to become kindling.
Why did I think the Ghost Wolf was going to break my root? I guess I'm confusing it with Druid Shift. I could see myself getting Krabby to 80 before next week for like one extra mount run, but I don't think I'm going to get like 6 or 7 characters leveled or anything. It's just, even with all the buffs, it still just takes too long.
A pity you have come this far only to die at the hands of Xavius.
An empty threat. You hold no sway over this realm, Nightmare Lord.
Bold words for a prisoner. Even an echo of my power was enough to overwhelm you.
Was this the dungeon where Malfurion was all, Tyrande, I need you, and got all kind of Mario about it? And it wasn't really Malfurion, but I still never let him live it down because it was just really funny. Yeah. It's a me, a Malfurion. This is so stupid. Yeah, Real House Husbands of the Broken Isles. Kind of ruined Malfurion's character even though it wasn't really him. Got to go rescue Malfurion all over again. I love having a ranged kick as a healer. It's pretty good. On a 12-second cooldown, it's busted. It's nice. You just see something and you're like, I wish you'd stop casting that. Oh wait, I can. Boom. Wind Shear's the best kick. Shamans don't know how good they have it. Or maybe they do know and they're just keeping secrets from me. They're having secret shaman meetings. Drinking their secret shaman Gatorade. With great power comes great responsibility. If you have a kick, you're expected to use it. I mean, by who, though? Are we still expecting things of each other in this game? I feel like I'm expecting other people to maybe turn their computer on. You know. All I really wanted from this tank was to press W.
Trespassers will be punished.
Oh yeah, you do get purged too, that's right. Help me. everyone in that group from my server. It might be a guild group. Sometimes it is. They're not actually. They're not guildies. They're just server mates.
No, I refuse to accept.
Ooh, big upgrade.
Victory.
Speaking of Malfurion, doing Book of Heroes tells the lore characters, doing Malfurion's story, and they gloss over some parts of the lore.
The enemy you fought here was merely his shadow.
I don't think I have enough context to even know what's going on with that. That's how out of touch I am. There we go, 455. And that got to 74 and a half. Not bad. If you spend at least 10 seconds eating, you will transform into a pig-headed beastman. It's very Amnesia. I forgot about that! Drustvar was genuinely horrifying. Look at this. Look at this garbage. Make him stop. I'm cute. Why doesn't his mouth close? It was a piece of food. It was the Drustvar pig. Hexwurst. Heartsbane Hexwurst I ate. I don't know how it got into my bags. I must have had it drop somewhere. Look, he's healing you. He likes you. Wow. He's helping. He's healing. No thanks, I'm just gonna die. They won't sell many trinkets on this vendor, I don't think.
I serve the light.
Oh, it's only a 5-minute buff. Unfortunate. Yeah, he's just drooling. Welcome to Eye of Ashara.
No good. No.
Does he... Oh no. I was hoping that he would... Nah, it didn't last. I was hoping that I would be in, like, man-pig form on top of the shackled Urzel, and I could just frighten the mobs into not wanting to be in the same plane of existence anymore. I wonder if there is a toy that does that, or if it's just the food. It's a pretty good transform. I kind of like it. Gets the people going. Hey Moriarty, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Thanks for picking me for your prime sub. Hope you enjoy a month of ad-free Hazel streams. Turbulent Timeway alt things still work to get the mountain 1 week? I don't know. I got mine in the first week. I don't know if they patched it or not. You'd assume they would have. But I haven't actually heard anything definitive. $74. So this will get me to 75 at least. Maybe close to 76? Sure, that's gonna be a cute, fun, family-friendly stream and clicks and see horrifying pig monster like Team and Ursel. Yeah, the game's rated T for teen. Oh yeah, they have a polymorph as well, that's right. I don't mind leveling alts that I can level in time walking healing. I feel like I can multitask this. Almost. Although maybe not. I was going to say I could play Hearthstone Battlegrounds and heal time walking dungeons, but I don't think I could. I think I would end up playing like an APM comp and then nobody would be getting any heals. This is time walking Eye of Ashara. So it is kind of scaled up, but I'm doing it for leveling purposes. So you're still supposed to be able to do it pretty easily with randoms. of various levels. I'm level 74 right now. Ampman, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Time-wise ends August 5th, 11 a.m. Oh. That's also when the patch comes out, right? More or less. Kind of expecting downtime on August 5th because of the patch. What in the... what in the rare boss? Yeah, we ran out of ults. I'm leveling more at this point. I tried to get this character through Nyalotha, Mythic Nyalotha, at level 73, and we almost did it, but the last boss was not happening. Surprisingly, I found that the down phase ad, not Psychus, but the one in the Mythic only down phase ad, he really hurts. He hurts very badly. Speaking of hurts very badly, why are we fighting the snail? Casually farming as I watch others do the same. I'll have another 10 chances next week. Even if I have to go through each and every alt and do all the unlocking quests, I'll do it if I have to. I'm going to save my kick for the poly this time. The DPS one doesn't do too bad. King's Rest? Check. What is this pathing? I know, right? We're being very thorough. Ooh, I'm a little worried about Serpentrix, actually, on this character. Yeah, 1080s, I have buckets of 70s, but they don't do me a lot of good because they can no longer clear the instances that I need to farm. So unless I level more of them, I'm kind of out of luck. Excited about Season 3? I think so, hypothetically. It looks fun. The raid looks great. Do you think Giggle Gigazap was inspired by this lady? Fry and die!
The waters rise! A storm is gathering!
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be my fastest time walking. And that's okay. They were lovers. Lady Hate Coil and Giggle Gigazap. Farming this on Feral, kind of cool. You can force phases. Bubbles was their child. Oh no. Bubbles is in for a bad time. We're doing all the mechanics today. Have you ever seen the movie Hackers? I have not, I don't think. Is it good? Did you like it? Finish the War Within and Dragonflight intros just so I can unlock the BFA questline, just to unlock the Nyalotha raid for an X1 chance at the mount. I didn't know you needed to do the Dragonflight intro. You might be able to just abandon it so it's not phasing you in Stormwind or Orgrimmar. Wish you luck in Serpentrix. Thank you. Yeah, this is going to be ugly. I'm also not a confident Resto Shaman. I'm a confident healer, but I've met all these buttons like an hour ago, so we're pretty new at this. I'm gonna Lust, actually. This is the most dangerous fight. It looks like we killed some trash or something? Or maybe we just had lucky pathing. Oh, thank you. This may be the most chill I've ever seen this done. See if I can murder anybody with Spirit Link Totem. Okay, I changed my mind. I don't know what Ascendance is going to do, but I'm hoping it's going to help me heal. There we go. It's got to be like the Hydra. What service, right? It's real nice. Oh. Those are some tart berries. Maybe it's not surprising that most didn't want this one. Thank you. Range napkin delivery. I'll check somebody out with the Liberation of Undermine mount. The speaker one. I love that thing. Looking forward to farming that in another 5 years. Watered my wee balcony garden. My goodness, the plants. Thriving. Aww. What do you got growing? I know you were talking about different things that you might do. What did you end up going with? A couple finally flowering. Nice, nice. I know we have a pet pictures channel in the Discord. Do we have plants? I think we have a plant pictures channel. I might need one day. 2 pots of zinnias, bright pink flowers. We do actually. Excellent. I want to eat my lunch, but I may need both hands for for time walking. Yellow sundials just popping off. Oh, I haven't heard of those. I know what zinnias look like. I need to Google the sundials. I love flowers. When I was younger, I only wanted to grow food plants. And I've come around and I now want to grow both. I want flowers and food plants. And I want food plants that flower, and I want flowers I can eat. I want to be like the Wonka of gardens. Which is a better platform, Twitch or YouTube? Depends on what you want to do. Why not both? If you're starting from scratch, YouTube. Both are a tough go if you're starting from scratch, but YouTube will have more chance of discoverability and things like search engine optimization, whereas an unknown Twitch stream is almost impossible to get off the ground. Not impossible, but like pretty close. What are you meaning? Priest. Holy priest. With a little side of Shadow Priest if anybody needs me to DPS. Never planted pollinators. What? Getting a carrot from my garden just now? Oh man, Garden Fresh carrots are so good, and they're so different from like store-bought like big bag thick chunky carrots. Like it's a different thing. I haven't had fresh ones in a long time. Stick to the same thing, stuck to my Ardrid. I'm not a big role swapper anymore. I like to think that my raid leader can, generally speaking, count on me to be there healing on a priest without having to ask me what I'm doing. We have some perishing going on here. We didn't do Parshesh! We need to get back to the beginning. Like, I can res us, but we need to get to the instance entrance. I did get triple threat. What are your thoughts on HPEL? I personally don't play them because I think it's weird that they wear pants. Or plate, rather. Although, yeah, plate pants. There's not a single thing wrong with them. It's just never been my thing. I don't ever want to feel like, I don't know, any of my stuff should be in melee range or mid-range. I like playing like a proper full range kind of traditional casting healer. I know HPALs have some of that, but I'm more of like a holy priest kind of girly. Pants optional. HPAL is my least played healer. It's down there with Mistweaver Monk. Again, because of the melee thing. I guess Disc Priest is my least played healer, if we're being honest, but HPAL's down there. Shackles of Society pants are.
We meet again, weakling. Now it's just you and me.
Every single spec of monk is one I just can't play at all. I avoid monk gameplay. I had a monk, little monk phase yesterday. We were leveling in Pandaria, and then playing, doing some mat runs on it, doing some Tazavesh on monk.
Get my point? Like fish in a net.
Why people always be dying when I'm trying to eat my lunch? No consideration, right?
Useless, all of you. The storm awakens.
Man, that Warlock has a Nurlos. That's a nice mount. Last time I played Druid? Oh, I should wait until you're out of your ad before I read that one. I just noticed the bear tank named Bearcules. That's fun. I'm a shaman. What am I doing? Where's my water walking button? Solo my bear tank alt name, Fuzzy Wuzzy. Love that. Question though is, does Fuzzy Wuzzy have hair? We're nearly 75. Although I do feel like I've been in this Eye of Ashara for 13 years. For this dungeon completion. I can't believe we just forgot to do the first boss. It did not occur to me until the end when we were dying that it was going to be... Well, that A, that we hadn't done it, and that B, it was going to be important. I was like, why are we dying? What do you mean? What's happening here? I just wish there were more mount runs we could do, but what are you gonna do? Out of characters. Next week. Next week we'll have the whole batch, the whole 9 yards. That is a long stun. There we go. Half a level, like a solid half a level though for finishing it, plus a trinket, which is going to be huge for me. When you get like sub 10-minute dungeons, it's not too bad. I don't know if I get any more mount chances today. I would have to get 5 levels in 45 minutes. And then do full clears. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Delve's not too bad? Yeah, I noticed that. Maybe we just keep time walking dungeons until it gives me Vault of the Wardens and then we get Deserter. Don't mind me.
Ancient souls of the Black Rook, rise and join our chorus.
If you guys don't call Craft Dinner KD, what do you call it? I guess if it was in a different brand, but like, I feel like I remember being in the US and buying, I mean, I can't speak for the Europeans, but I feel like I remember being in the US and buying it. Just mac and cheese? Just Craft, no dinner. Oh. Just mac and cheese. When I think mac and cheese, I think of like actual like homemade baked, or not even baked, but like sort of more substantial, less instant, maybe more real cheese. Like the difference between restaurant ramen and Mr. Noodles. By Annie's, it's better. They're expensive though. I can still get crafted under $1 a box if I buy it in bulk and I wait for a sale. And I feel like they want like $3+, maybe even $4 for a box of Annie's these days. And like, it is better, but is it that much better? I don't know. I'm not eating this for my health.
You must find Kutalos. You must put a stop to this.
Mr. Noodle sounds like an old god style battle, but yeah, you'd think that I would have one.
invaders have breached the passage to the crypts. Ilisana, you must hold them here.
Craft is kind of like a comfort food for me. Even if I wasn't on a budget, I think I would still keep some in the cupboard just for like the occasion where you're hit with a craving for it.
Men, the invaders come for us. Do not let them pass. For Kalimdor!
Still love ramen. Funnily enough, despite the fact that craft dinner is plenty salty, I have a hard time with instant ramen because of the sodium. Like, I have a hard time getting through the rest of my day. But also, more importantly, nobody seems to want to carry the miso flavor of the Sapporo Ichiban ramen, which is the only good one. The rest of them are trash. At least the rest of them that are commonly available in my Canadian grocery stores. And they have the other flavors of the Sapporo Ichiban ones, but they're either not vegetarian or they're not good. So, rip. Yeah, I do like a spicy seafood Korean style ramen sometimes, but I have to be prepared for it because they're fairly spicy. And also, the more original and authentic the noodles are, the harder it is for me to read the package and find out if it's vegetarian or not. You know, once you start getting out of English territory, it starts getting tough. Happy Late Canada Day? Thank you! Happy Late Canada Day. I'm leveling Krabby. Krabby's leveling is what's going on in this Black Red Cold. I'm doing time walking. I'm healing time walking dungeons to level to get another more mount runs. Even though it wasn't the best for us growing up, we always had trays of the instant cup of noodles in the garage for whatever. We used to bring packs of instant noodles to school, but no one had a way to like heat up water or anything because it was like school. So we would just eat the noodles dry. And I think even if you could heat up water, by that point we'd kind of like started to enjoy them dry. Like you would shake the soup powder dry into the packet of noodles and then you would just eat them like that. That was like, I'm not the only person who did that. You guys get it. Some of you get it. Ew. Okay, Go Placidly doesn't get it. Who else do we have? Who's with me on the dry noodles? I'm not saying it's a good idea. Thank you, Behead.
You cannot escape.
I mean, they had hot water from the tap, but no one's making food with tap water. Unless you never tried it. We didn't have access to like kettles or anything, you know, like you're at school, you're eating cold food that you wrapped up at home.
Betrayed.
Another member of Team Dry Noodle here. We had a giant water boil thing. Oh. Yeah, we did not have that. There was one microwave, but it was for the whole school. So you kind of had to be popular so that somebody would like, you either had to get there very early or you had to have someone like you enough to like give you a spot in line for the microwave, and I just didn't bother. I saw the queue and I was like, nah, we're not playing that game. Would do that with just dried spaghetti. I would always, and this is not like the sickest thing about me, but like I would, whenever I was making pasta as a kid or a teenager or a young adult, I would be boiling my noodles, right? Like normal. But then I would take a dry, uncooked one and I would put it in my mouth and I would just kind of like, I don't know, slowly dissolve it while I was making my food. Because I was like, my mouth can definitely cook pasta. Like I was convinced as a teenager that my body was going to cook this noodle. And I was sure I was right when in actuality, I'm pretty sure I was just slowly making it mushy, but the core of it never got close to cooking. But it was not like I was eating handfuls of them. It would be like one noodle. But I always would like chew on one of them while making my food. Brother loves eating dry pasta. We had 2 microwaves. If we used both at the same time to hit the breaker, you just had to eat cold food you brought it from home. Yeah, exactly. A lot of packed lunches. Not a problem there. Nothing wrong with that. Now I want a guild called Dry Noodles. I have no words. It's not that weird. I love adding a bit of dry pasta on top of the rest of my ramen. ramen noodles, like instant ramen noodles, I feel like are better to eat dry than like pasta. Like dry, uncooked pasta is pretty bad. I know I just said I ate it, and I did, but like, I feel like the ramen was a little more edible. 5-star ratings. Not prison food. Let's not pretend like this is that scuffed. It's not that scuffed. We didn't have microwaves when I was in school because they hadn't been invented. What did you do? Take a spyglass and focus the sun onto your pool of water that was gathering in the stones beneath your bare feet? Because that's very Lord of the Rings. It's very cool. Craving mac and cheese now. How did you know I have bare feet? We had to build campfires to boil our water. Look a day over here with harnessing the power of fire. Someone's fancy. Husband does not eat any particular special diet. He is not necessarily vegetarian, but he eats what I'm eating, so unless we're eating out, he generally eats vegetarian. He's a real good sport about it. I don't think he minds at all. Should I ask how hunting is going? No. I am actually out of Mount Farms. Unless I level any further characters, I am out. I tried N'Zoth on a 73 and it was not good.
Guards, hold them off. We must prepare.
Here's an upgrade. Pile of hot dogs hid in the kitchen. I mean, he wouldn't have to hide it if he wanted to. Like, he's allowed to have meat. I will buy it for him if he wants it. I don't have a problem with that. I'm kind of team people should eat what they want to eat and feel is right for them and not force their diets on other people. Not that anybody I know is trying to force their diet on other people, but just because I'm pescatarian doesn't mean anybody else has to be. Does that apply to Moose as well? I do make Moose not eat my food. That is a thing. I'm forcing Moose to not eat my fish. It's my fish. Worst luck with my mounts. Only one so far? Oh, I'm so sorry. Moose has me pegged. Yeah, you're right. I do share my berries and my carrots. Moose has me pegged as the messy one, and he is correct. Like, if partner and I are eating burritos, Moose will lay at my feet and wait for me to drop something because he knows I'm the messy one and I'm more likely to drop something. He's like basically as close as you can possibly be to doing the crocodile thing where you're just waiting with your mouth open underneath something, waiting for something to fall into it without actually doing that. Like, you could almost drop something and have it land in his mouth with no, like, never hitting the floor. Bought burritos usually. Sometimes self-made, but when I'm making burritos, usually I get too lazy to wrap them, and then I just do burrito bowls where I put the burrito fillings in a bowl. Maybe I'll toast up a tortilla and slice it into strips and put it on top, if we have tortillas. But tortillas are the most perishable of the burrito ingredients, so sometimes I just don't have them. Went to second grade school, grades 5 through 10, had a vending machine that would have soup. And I missed it so much when the school got rid of it. Aw. Ingredients to make baguette sandwiches to sell. 3 random kids skip an hour of class. What, shill sandwiches? That's amazing. If Moose betrays you, he stabs you in the back. Would your dying words be to him be 8-2 Mooses? I'm pretty sure that if Moose stabbed me in the back, I would just hope that he enjoys my organs. Like, so much I love him. He can eat me, that's fine. He probably had a good reason.
You must defeat him. You expect these worthless mortals to defy the Legion? Souls of my ancestors, to me! Aid our champions!
Listen, cat. I need this more than you.
You cannot comprehend that which you face, mortals.
I'm sorry. So sick of being called champion. How do you feel about champion? Champion! Azeroth needs ya! The wounds! I'm getting kind of sick of the bronze beards. If they could go bronze shave, that'd be great. I want to listen to somebody else. Can we get Flynn Fairwind back? By now I would enjoy being called Champignon. All NPCs just call you Sport. Hey. Hang in there, tiger. Child of divorce speech.
I will count on it. Whenever you come.
Oh, everybody's bud to me. Is that a good group? I suppose so. I don't think that was a tank though. Nah. Tank was out of there.
Has been lifted from our eyes.
A horror style game, you with a flashlight trying to escape a house and Magni's trying to hunt you down just saying champion. Nothing tilts me more than Bran telling me that I need to try using some harder hitting moves while attempting underpin. Bran is like kind of the king of tilt because he is so good at being like, don't stand there like you're an idiot when he is currently standing there. Like absolutely zero self-awareness out of that robot. And he says it like you're so stupid. Like his tone is hilarious. Oh man. Try having a plan next time. I'm glad they made him sassy because it's fun. It would have been sad if he was just like endlessly polite. Yeah, he Bran-splains things to you. Those webs summon Nerubians. Don't stand in them. It's like, yeah, thanks. I heard you the last 200 times.
Not everything in the ocean is as good-looking or nice-mannered as I am.
Underpin double question mark week 1. That's a pretty big flex. Yeah, I don't think I had audio on doing underpin. Oh, hang on. Have a good day. Come back for Wednesday streams. Thank you very much. Have a great day. We'll have lots of mount runs on Wednesday. I'm pulling in Phil. Or I'm trying to pull in Phil anyway. Small gig business at the beginning of season 2 where we got to play as Bran. And one of the abilities was to yell the Nerubian line. That reminds me, I need to I'm trying. Tell Bran to switch his hats a bunch. Realistically done with mount runs by like Friday? Yeah, I think so too. Because it's just Sylvanas and N'Zoth now that are the long ones. It's not going to take us a bunch of days to do those. It'll be even better if they like drop them out before we get through all the characters, but we'll see. We'll do our best. Oh wow. It's Vault of the Wardens. Oh boy.
What this fool will reveal about you, Jelanim.
I love Vault of the Wardens. Oh.
No crime, Tirathon. Whereas you and your associates have to answer for yours.
Well, click on Brandon Dorn to go. He doesn't let me switch his hat. I think there's something you have to do to unlock the hat switching. Like, you gotta get his hat back first. But we're here with Phil. Phil will save us.
You imprisoned the world's villains here for all eternity. And then you imprisoned us.
We protect life, often at great risk. Too often at great cost.
Yeah, I do have the max buff now. There is something to be said for questing or for doing delves at this point. But if we can do fast dungeon runs, this'll be good. We're at 76 and a half.
People shun me as a freak, and what was my reward? Eternal torment from my sisters.
I live to serve my people, my goddess, expecting neither personal gain nor glory.
Max buff just meaning 4 stacks of the time walking buff that gives you Master of the Time Ways for a 30% experience bonus. How fast can you really do in Vault? I know, there's RP. I guess we'll find out. Well, anybody who took note of the time when I started would find out. I don't know. Only weeks I'll usually spam are WoD dungeons because they're fast. I mean, do they still do TBC time walking anymore? Those were good. I feel like Classic wasn't bad either. Got Vengeance. Pretty much clearing SOD Hazel's full stream, such a slog, and then I got the mount! Congratulations! That's an amazing mount to get. I'm in favor.
Thank you
I
for
approve.
your help.
I want that one.
Your intervention saved my life. If you intend to venture deeper, you will find far more terrifying things lurking in our vault.
Time walking depends on your tank. Good DPS goes a long way too. I don't have details on. No! I saw that tank jump down. I'm like, oh, they're a warrior. And then I saw them leap and I'm like, oh, good. They're on top of this. This is fine. Hilarious. Time walking, I almost exclusively tank. I like healing it so I can just kind of like passenger princess it. I can just sort of like follow along and heal people and not worry about anything else. Time walking scales players too. You can do it from any variety of levels. Scaling can be kind of wonky. Sometimes low level characters are much stronger than higher level characters. But you can do it on whatever, really. I think you have to be, what, 10 or over to do it?
Let's see what's behind door number. Your souls are mine. Let's see what's behind door number.
I can never remember if you're supposed to look at eyes or away from eyes. I think that doing this back to back with Matthias Shaw in Stormwind, Horrific Visions, got me very confused about what to do with eyeballs. These ones I think you're supposed to look at, and the other ones you're supposed to not. Miss Vesper Totem might actually be a little nostalgic for Shadowlands, and I don't like it. I was thinking about Boon of the Ascended the other day. We were talking about Shadowlands Covenants, and I was reminiscing about being Kyrian, even though it wasn't a good idea. And I was thinking about all that Boon of Ascendanting, Boon of the Ascended I did. My broken light bulb. It was kind of fun.
Visitors, how exciting.
The meows and your snacks. Gosh, that was the sweatiest I ever got healing keys, I feel like. Because that was the first time I was really pushing myself to that level, and I was doing it with pugs. It's not that Holy Priest was super hard at the time. I was very tense. It was pretty hard actually. Doing that 20, the Bastion dungeon that wasn't Halls of the Ascended or something. It was the Bastion dungeon that wasn't Necrotic Wake. It was the other one. Doing that on a 20 for the first time was hard. I was vibrating. Spires of Ascension. I really struggled with Spires of Ascension. I found that really challenging. Team Miss Pelagos? I don't know about Miss. He was fine. I don't have a problem with him. I don't really miss anybody except for Minta because she used to bring me like food. you gotta feed me to get in my good books. Pelagos really fell behind in providing me with snacks. Last boss was tough. I did one run of that where we made it to the last boss with like time to spare. And then we proceeded to wipe on the last boss for like 20 minutes. We just could not get it together. It was so sad. But every time I did the dungeon after that, we were much better at it. Or I was much better at it because I had a bunch of practice from that. But like, holy brick, he's that same way too. Man of times I had to finish that last boss solo with the tank. Can't even count. Healer died a lot. It was hard. We just did that with 1 DPS. There was a lot of interrupts. People like to, and it was important, I think, for timing 20s to pull a lot of the early trash in that dungeon together, but there was a lot of really punishing interrupts, and sometimes they just didn't all get kicked and it got ugly. Raising Helvetica, thanks for the 16-month resub. Appreciate it. I feel like your Twitch name would be like a great name for a book club. When they limited the spike orbs on the second boss was a good day. Yeah, the owls kind of had a little bit of a house elf syndrome going on. I don't want it. Does somebody else want it? Does the tank want it? Yeah. Sucker for a good fight. I think I used to be that kid that would type up my essays in school with like obnoxious fonts just because I thought they looked cool. I'm sure my teachers hated me. Where's the hunter? I think they backpedaled to go get loot from Ash Golem, so they're probably still catching up. Winged sold me. This is the Philodin advantage, that this is how fast Vault of the Wardens of all places has been. Oh, Ori's doing a lot of damage too. Mm.
I knew that you would come. I have what I was after, but I stayed just so that I could.
Oh, they're Fury. They are Fury, that's true. I didn't notice. I had no idea, and I'm healing them.
Let's see how you fare, so be it.
Oh yeah, Prideful, I remember that. That was awful for dungeon count. I remember I had the weak aura, so it was my job in Discord to like warn my group when the next poll was going to summon one of them.
I had fought too long, suffered too much.
I had set up my weak aura to alert me with a cackle sound, and then I would try to recreate the cackle sound to my friends, and it's really shocking that they still answer my calls. I'm pretty sure it was very annoying.
My powers have grown.
I think Prideful was worse, but I didn't really play much with the Kahoonies. I wasn't really doing keys at that point. I'm just gonna pixel stack on Philodin and nothing bad can happen to me. Got Midnight Legion? Oh, congratulations! Kahoonies might be my favorite community name. Okay, we can leave. Hey, 3FX was fun with the obelisk and the mini boss. I kind of forget the obelisk. Some of those different seasonal affixes kind of got away from me. I remember the Eye of Ashara emissaries. There was like different ones that would work in different ways. I wonder if I avoid turning this in until 80 if it'll update. I doubt it, but it could. I know everybody loved Reaping, because it basically turned the game into Diablo. I'm kind of happy with the way that we're doing affixes now. Less is more, I think. Kind of lets the dungeon be the center and the focus, and I think they're just as challenging without being annoying. Are you bringing me You
Those who
debuff. Or
challenge
you just doing
me
damage?
always
You just do
speed
damage.
themselves to an agonizing death. So says the
You never know with Flabby. There's no key level in which you're safe from him intentionally dropping his AoEs on top of you.
shortly.
A lot of warrior tanks going around. It's kind of nice. Had a lot of fun doing Titan Rune dungeons in Wrath Classic. I don't think I'm familiar with those. Oh, am I gonna pull? I pulled. I'll just bring them up to the tank. They'll find him. Stronger enemies, but you get different buffs. Nice.
Defilers, I can smell the nightmare in your blood. Be gone from these woods, or suffer nature's wrath. Defilers.
Oh, if I pick any more characters to level, I should take probably a warrior, because I have so much plate in my war bank. Could do, what's her name? Crinkle. My gnome warrior.
Andu Falador! I see now. I am the Defiler.
Nice belt upgrade.
Savor it and pray you do not face me next.
On the whole, Shadowlands had pretty good affixes. Prideful was awful.
For your
4 final boss enhancement mini-bosses were not great, but fine. Oh, I've forgotten them already. Encrypted was a banger, and Shrouded Secret Vampires were very good. Man, I did Keys that whole expansion. I've already forgotten almost all of that. I'm kind of excited to do Halls of Atonement again, actually. I'm glad that one's back in the next season. Knock on wood, you know, maybe I'll change my mind, but I liked it. I'm curious to see what it looks like with modern overhaul. I'm glad you're glad. Happy that you're happy? You absolute weirdo. I just like singing the hokey pokey whenever he's flinging his statues around. Forgot encrypted. We are now invisible and super fast for killing 1 of 3 mobs. No, don't remember. It doesn't ring a bell. Halls is great. People liked Halls for DPS. It had some good AoE DPS to do. I could do without the trash before the first boss. And then I feel like I got myself into trouble with the first boss. I don't remember what I did wrong, but I was doing something wrong. I was doing something embarrassing on boss 1. Boss 2 was fine if your group had the strat for stacking and moving around to the different quadrants, but it was a mess if you just tried to YOLO it. I think this will be our last time walking in the day. We'll probably wrap up after this. There's 2 mechanics that would make me blow my roof off with profanity. Final boss of Plaguefall and those statues. I took the final boss of Plaguefall with the tentacles so personally. I got very, like, introspective about that. Like, I would die because it was hard, because I was a Holy Priest 1, so I didn't have a lot of speed in the first season. The second time around when we had those satchel, I was able to get that satchel power. That was fine. And then I was faster, but like with default run speed and with my brain not really understanding how to anticipate where, like how to get behind them basically, I would always just like be running away from them and then they would catch up to me. And I took it extremely personally and I was like, I'm going to seek out Plaguefall keys. And I'm just going to do this over and over again until I get it. I'm just going to do it until I can't not do it wrong. I was training like an athlete for just that one boss. Because I feel like it was extra hard when you were healing, because it was also a really healing intensive fight, and it had very like important dispels. Like it was, as a priest, I could dispel the disease AoE, but it was very important that I dispel it off the correct people, because you don't want to dispel it off someone that can purge themselves, and you don't want to use a dispel on somebody that can live it pretty easy, So you got to identify which player cannot take this off and needs me to take it off of them, and kind of prioritize your dispels. And at the same time, you're doing the tentacle thing and you're trying to like just heal and move, which is not easy either. There's just a lot going on all at once. How often do you run into folks that don't understand the end of Vault of the Wardens? Oh, every time it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. I don't get it. Like, I get it and I still don't get it. I know you have to move the light bulb around to find the secret ghosty and to get around the walls, but like, I will still get cleaved by them every time. Love that weird plague alchemist of Eldraxis. Ah, my assistant. Last Hall of Sanguine Depths going towards the last boss was hard during Fortified. People made a big deal about the ring boss with the orbs going around the ring in Sanguine Depths, and I swear it was not that complicated. It's just one of those things that, like, if it smokes you, you're dead, which is both tilting and hilarious. I think it's tilting because it's hilarious. Sanguine Depths was hard, but I feel like it wasn't specifically for that reason. You just had to get your moving ins and outs done. Apprentice. Pardon me. I hate that voice line more than a turtle made it to the water. Healing strategy is burst heal everything all the time and then cry when I run out of mana. You just play a Holy Priest, you'll never run out. Gotten 13 events from the mount so far, another 21 to go. Nice. I'm gonna bring this to melee. You're making progress.
No, I refuse to.
Pretty good. That puts me to 77 and 80%. I am done for today, though. I'm gonna wrap that up. I'm not gonna try to squeeze another one in. Excited for houses? I am. I'm so excited. I just said HH to that group. I meant to type GG and I missed. I don't think they need me. Alright. I am going to wrap up just a couple minutes early. I know it's not quite 1 o'clock yet, but I think we've done what we're going to do. We're not going to get any mount runs in. I'm going to try to get Krabby finished to 80 before next week, so we have at least 11 characters to run through our final 3 mount runs of N'Zoth. Pray for me on the lockout situation. Like, unlocking it. N'Zoth, Necrotic Wake, and Sylvanas. Those are the last 3. HH, Headless Horseman, Happy Hanukkah. Hopefully nice things. Great stream. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate the company, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.